Alright, I'm about Kwaba, it about Fakye TV, Brandon, my soul say, the Agudio Monseba, Baby Rabbit TV, Monday, 17th August 2026. Now, Yabana, Yababi Din, come on, Semno, Edoso, Papa. You know, me, Yabomodina, Yetimi, Eddie Abro. Yabaka, Mononi over the weekend, Spanish Premier Liga, Eshase, Uramo, England, at the Curtain Rezano. Etimi ekoso na France nso no etimi ekoso tinyamboa over the weekend the major leagues ni nyina esan ababak yebe na ya bomode na ye di nkomo CAF Women's Championship no WAFCON no dwumadie no eje pene no nso no etimi ekoso at the grand finale Cameroon man no age erisi omonaso yebe ne de ho nsem na ba yeba fie na ya ba bedi nkomo Krobia Commercial Santi Kotoko Girls Accra to folk and afi other invitational tournament eguso ayen clubs no they prepare ahead of the new season no ye the update no ebetimi area brona baku mirubi ebe remedy ama kam na kakra bi na Ghana ye transfer window no ekrosi ti ma wadwenche no emra fe no wadjoin ye live on Fakye TV 0207543637 0207543637 eba you better carry about Fakye TV on Facebook. O join here wa. Oba like wa share. Wa comment na boa. Na nyama kuye pa. Etimi era on YouTube. Fakye TV join here wa. Wa subscribe ne kama pa. Oko TikTok Fakye TV videos out na. Obenyo ahwe na afi Fakye TV online. O nyina no firm na boa na nhihye no. Adeda yeso no. Etimi ede ama kama pa. Tiri enta na komono dos medino. ABOU DIABY Benjamin Akioko Jemfi Ricardo Verase Ofirioma and Afi na B Mohammed Se Prince and also Echino Lutakin Erobekwa Kuramu Ewa Amano the executive producer Binas and a Kandi Eja Kamen HMC Rawa Bina Labi Efia Sika and Afi Junior Aki Ola Collins Monino Momakano Ebu Jume Bohama Bibibia Edida Ye Pre Tini Eddie Emao Shamo Blog Factory Enrich Gentleman Dental Clinic, Millennium Construction, and Gifted Icon, the Grand Audition, Eguso Koso, they be a catch say Sunday bia, a board non swampe, now do TV, now to Fakye TV, now wabomode na we enjoy kakra, now Boama Nema Koye Periama, the maiden edition, na ehuna second edition, ehupa, Edi Paro Mako 26, and Edo Maba, Ababejina Konoa, Adechi Ade Sani Yimun kakra. Ni emu kakra tinkada ekopema na ahra aboa manhihye no adeda yeso no etimi edi amante esa pepe eresi etia yede hunsem no enemu nkomo no wura etimi ara makwago bibi aboko de
agohu na me adom bibi aye fine na wonzo
ezo me ho edin pa na o weekend na ye de
very good.
Oh, okay.
Very good. Can't complain that much. Stressful for 1 or 2 weeks, but Okuneye. Saturday, we are going to fight. You are being Yanis, I read none of Panosano.
Ache. Unya bizana che.
Oh, yeah, on the no pass on there. I won't die in Yamsa. Maybe I no pass on there. Yeah, to me. So,
Matias pa Matias na menimze bibia so hweye ni ade
yeah, fine.
But it was a weekend, very, very interesting weekend. There's someone able to the banny ade. Na Gattuso sa not here.
Otherwise,
na tini ya Gattuso amana yine fi Copa Italia mu dey say Chroma Chrome ntimi je team ya.
Me catch was that you na omunya ya ne dey because of what MON-FRI no. Because at rate at which Gattuso nya adwuma ye no. Ojune won won ti ase. We be akore nam. Akochi AC Milan, akochi Napoli, akochi Italian national team.
Yeah.
Eba be MON-FRI na respect omo. Onchada nya this ah.
Because that team ya Gattuso amana yine film we dey. The team Ghana ye teams be show mo.
Nyade.
The teams be show mo.
Had opportunities to coach teams are Kessia, you expect him to do something. But when you enter me, that is to tell you that the money bonus waiting for form. So, honestly, here over the weekend, so I for know what to expect. Man City for no.
Yeah, but it's a serious one. It seems chairman word Jumaye Obebre.
Oh yeah.
Obebre pa.
Obiani. And as I said the last time, they need to see him as Enzo Maresca. Juma. Omontia say an era is gone, a new era. So the times that they had opportunity of a statistics in there, you talk say Man City a part of the favorite to win the Premier League. You know, they will need to take like 2 to 3 years before they can get back to that stage. It will take them that years from where I sit, because this is some about Manchester City for na fampa losing your manager, players that are integral members of the team, and yeah, easy the experience. The command of more dressing room, how they will be able to help manage a bit Enzo Maresca and Kawaba. So he's going to suffer. Or no one the problems there. But Man City problem is in a so. I don't know what's about shame. Juma Kessia parents wait to be the man. Or no any Juma Kessia no. I clear. Mikel Arteta needs to dominate the Premier League. And now pressure no one so. Pressure in you so if say now you say Arsenal underdogs of the Premier League ever started season BR. Now you count them among the favorites, and even far from first, second, third. Arsenal are first favorite to retain the Premier League.
Oh, okay.
Looking at players or more consistency about what team and the kind of recruitment over the summer. So pressure no, he needs to deliver. If they will be able to deal with that pressure. That is where you be Arsenal deliver. So now they are not Pep more league winning league back to back. No, you expect Arsenal to do that because of more Premier League or more what it takes to do that. Players, the backing of the board, the backing of the supporters, everything. And so we're in favor of Arteta. I'm not talking or saying this because of what happened yesterday in the communication derby. That is not what I'm saying. But looking at performance, teams now in the league, and the and the Arteta one, or the upper hand to win the Premier League, and it will be a long 10 months. I be who they see, and so our Premier League. You will see how I'm see now. City there, they are going to suffer.
That being once the Jama Rodrigo joining Barcelona near there, but and on the bar, a little corner by a bit home come. Sure. You see that Madrid for this Barcelona for Zomo. And we are number 1, number 2. Man City supporters are happy with any amount in the realm now. Because score more the turn maybe a chemo ABOU Jumane de among yes, and Sas Canana ne. Basuna for ne dia bar or when the barber fanako. And Mauze Barca fans and also Guso Real Madrid for. Now there is a Daruma. It's no time GC the shape player being there. A very, very interesting way. Now Barcelona there. Is your mobile player on Panawan your member player and catch was the team no Chrome.
That has been their plan. That has been Barca's system for some time. Since and yes, sir, no money and no move Sebi or Moon Nisike. You all come on Diazian and you the times that now Omofa players no cry no. Naka crata to be tears can up from near the other. Sana no more. So you can't go players be breeding natural Guagu. Set them belly free Dortmund, the same thing.
Yeah.
Putting on Liverpool the same thing.
Yeah.
So you know. Aha. Rodri is an experienced player, but so no be abenyasem. Nko de betum. Say on motive ni bi. Say the Alvarez money nko for mu yi. Until you have Barcelona being a team that so top player because they are big. Because a team one player would dream to play in team. That is how they do their things. So omo de 50 years I know we are chenye Enyende Gwagu.
Mate, ma yahani anko me man abana fi no. Ya bomode rerama na yahwesere nyama. BBC akọ wa manone. Me is all the latest update no. Eba on Rodri. Ma oze ya Cancelo terminating a contract be Barcelona. Enti Mrs. Ankomo ni nyina na update awodo na. Oberhe na all the round am. Ken bibi abọ call there.
Kwaku nyame adom na wo so
Me wedding pa kids. Don't know weekend this year.
nyame adom. Kagawa so ochia.
Me je no so pa.
O so hu na ache.
Me aso me te ne kan che. Are not too far.
Oh na me kwaya say what they atoto ho kama mama the finest.
I was there no uliki fresh me adia.
Kagawa de so what the nsa fa uti no sa adia the finest baba. O sekru mo gini din.
A legacy awu.
Ade. Na ya na refi say maware ana.
Aya jai de never lie out.
Aya na eno na ofa. Kwadoma fo ya na oya mmakọ ese mi nipa boni ni. Bom.
Legacy awu.
Ade. Me diju susu ana.
Oh, Devi.
Me kan sempa tra na.
Patron Devi.
Na fa de.
Devi. Oh, ba lie uluki we pa. Yes, no.
Ene wo wasie wo dada.
Geza wa lole de de.
Kwakwemu de se Barcelona. Oma ye playing ready for Rodri.
Hey,
Jersey number 16. Femi Lopez. E de ato akova Ferran Torres. Jersey number 7. La Liga confirm amaye.
Wow. Yeah, changes are cost over.
Rodri nan kasa na fa phone. Efre Femi Lopez.
Okay.
So sereno. Sa Jersey number 16. Se obetiman ko onfama no. And was senior na day me de be ma o. Se bossa se bibia dem o china 1 p.m. On person me no unveiling.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Hey, Barcelona for. Wani edio.
Barcelona. Hwe.
Wani edio. Ke bate ora wa bi jamu ma o. Na fire cobra eduro ba na ya ba beto aso duro e cobra.
Right, brothers and so na you be breaking it down. Na you touching it down. Na you knocking it down. Na nya jajajamu yom power am no nsemo. Na mami Benzema, Mustafa Benzema, Bobology Benzema. Na me mfane shase na wie. Ni nya se urama. Don't do for tigarama ko se afunfu se na. Adaya Benzema wanitima osiakai. Edimo mo Saudi Arabia. Al Hilal edim komo ese we de omon bore na opese omoda ese omon terminate no contract na omon terminate no contract was se on che omon sempo abetem ni sika kanyina no o jini nyina na Benzema se o terminate no contract o pay ni salary ekosi me pacho June 2027 I was say Hilal training na edimano na me no kase manager your friend Simone Inzaghi and your two say Benzema and kind of plans Hilal this particular season Popology Benzema, Mustafa Benzema, and kind of plans no muso mo pe only Watkins and no mo pending across Saudi. Now by the said dream move, I am Manchester United on one person across Saudi. No more report to say Saudi didn't buy the air casa or more dim come out. They have a pimage Jama, Mammy Malcolm, the Brazilian Malcolm, Upakananwada. Hilal, a ball game, opener, a Saudi League, be a goal. I'm a brown set about the last game. I'm a journalist, a computer and a fair war game. I'm a crazy, and a journalist, not Malcolm, the meetings of Malcolm. Caught me part of the medical, and they are, well, yeah, the medical, about all sides, and Tama, Deria, Bob Equino, no come across a 3-year deal, not what Pajuma, Tama, Deria, no Pajuma Kama, across 2029, no Piaswat to my fire, Mammy Pacho Ronaldo, swimming none of pay, Sikawo Fia, yeah, when Joyman on my affair. Na some video way and I flow Dondo and Georgina Rodriguez Ronaldo the wife and Chan Wayan one day na over post video way let's set the Ronaldo sorry and Ronaldo Faso and working on up near bones at me pacho far as Saudi Riyadh what done it to so na timer Ronaldo and swimming on Uramo Riyadh what the name 45 degrees Celsius na se mu ohyepa na sade no Ronaldo was so kwata nsuo no was so me ekakra na bia so timi akama anu ede eba mami Ronaldo ba no eye Matthew akwada nse oni a was so say abu DIABY sane se enti akwada we ye friend Matthew o sane se Ronaldo enti me no kasa akwada no papa na mo eye football and obedi akire hwa machines a egufie akwada ne die training Ronaldo ba no friend Matthew onu na edi training no enche opeshase na opusunyaka go sna shase ba na Ronaldo family no Ronaldo sa wo ya de na ni chon pa na yebusa ne wife eye Gina esamu bawu biema na ana mungu biem Ronaldo so ntimi kan never ese ongu biem Gina sada bi ontimi margin se ono enkwada ni panyine bia 15 years na woni baby oni akwada wa ne nchai awone de onpa papa se omuma no na atwom wachia na say aye Gina Rodriguez Ronaldo wife and Ronaldo sa wone de omo ebe progu omo ebe wogu omo be breaking it down attaching it down and knocking it down na wono ma jejam yompo na bia so tma yefa enu edeba mama João Felix Portugal Pro Saudi Edma Naza na omunu manager and Postecoglou aswaba na João Felix akasa edia for the new manager we
I can see he's a good coach, good person that nowadays is the most important when you need to manage a team. His ideas are good, offensive ideas, like we had in the last season. So I think we are ready for the new challenge, for the new coach. We are all together with the same goal. So we move forward and we look forward to play the league and play the Champions League and everything. So we can start showing our.
João Felix and Naza almost striker no was the coach and Postecoglou or Papa Nabaso were a good coach and personality. I come a Papa the ideas about attackers it's like Jorge Jesus last season there no Omujiri Safi perfect diamond Asian Champions League petimiaje le biasfot my fanfare and no edeba mame João Cancelo the patron play no time and them wiem aso eba from Saudi ebepem ewo Barcelona anu Cancelo me patron play no na se papa na no ma ye kama papa na uponsa deni na wiem na enu so eba na biaso kama patron as me play no time and the play ni eba no na yemfanya adwuma na biaso nya kama opai na nya pedu play ni eba no uponsa Cancelo ote play we mo na play ni elande ye na free airport wa pie na rival na dia biaso kama kramai eso dia chire a omote eba na obedre no tim komo kakra na yenten sama João Cancelo attitude.
La verdad es que me gusta mucho este club, no de ahora, pero ya de antes, de Daniel, mi ídolo, de Ronaldinho, de Deco. La verdad es que
and your Cancelo no me patron him say this the third timer or Johnny Barcelona nas for imagine man first timer or Johnny Barcelona or Barcelona second one or Barcelona third one a permanent deal now that's the images in it we first timer near 1st September 2023 or by as a loan player now second time or by 13th January 2026 as a loan player na say for the third time we run our Barcelona as a permanent player or person 3-year deal was what papa piano kuma pa na ono na also alternative contract no joining Barcelona as a free agent and na ono as a free agent or joining team no let's say biaswa tuma kama and no agent pamaswa you breaking it down na mame Barcelona boy na you find Jean-Free Torres akwadana rival no fano sumame akwadana pemo Amsterdam Midmouth Saturday Geoffrey Torre, Aquadano Comport Amayas, Sikape 6 million euros, a rum at Barcelona, Aquadana rival, as for Amsterdam, and a just 20 ML, Mami Atletico Madrid, Pacho, Mami Rodrigo, Namia Jumawe, William Saletico Madrid, Penya Rodri Sikanibi, Nina Uram FIFA, Omo FIFA solidarity mechanism. No job pass compensation at Tima A Tima who training a player from age 12 to 23 who percentage average diamete and some road Atletico Madrid paying 1.5 million euros every Barcelona transfer fee no and no Villarreal paying 1.625 ne bia kama ni so rama Team of Atletico Madrid, I'm going to rise here. I could pay 2 million euros. Villarreal, a general rise here. I could do 1.875 million euros. FIFA solidarity mechanism. I'm going to pass a compensation. At 12 clubs who trade a player between age 12 to 23. Now, Urama total solidarity and contribution and also amount to 5% of the transfer fee and so far Rama clubs entitled to 0.25% per year between the age of 12 and 15 and a 0.5% per year between 16 and 23 and at your judge now Rodri just on past 16. Oko Barcelona, and Benevan Femi Lopez, and a suggestion on past 16. Reporter Rodri, Afafon, and Femi Lopez, and Dinkoma. I'm a Femi Lopez at Jotum, a suggestion on past 16. What the Bama Boyna, and Opena for Rodrigo, not watcher, or no Femi Lopez, Nas Famame, or Paco Kofa Ferran Torres. Jesse non past 7. Nana Osho Barcelona, where Joko Piers, and no, and a Femi Lopez, a Pesho Ramo La Liga, Barcelona, and your credit register. I'm a deny confirm, and at Japa, your judge, I'm breaking it down, not yet taking it down. They are judge, I'm your Paul, as for Adamo, reports Barcelona, prepare planner, at the Rodri, Papa and Nanimre, or Pedro and Medical, Papa so, where pay or by 1 p.m. Now, I'm in the presentation. I'm say, I'm percent, I'm team crowd by Wednesday. 1 Gampa trophy. Now, Bassa Babono, to a presentation of a Rodri, na Joa Chancelo, a Papa, Omutin Pachre, the Piaswat Maya Kama, and Adeba, your church, I'm breaking it down, not yet touching it down, the Piaswat Maya Kama, now Atletico Madrid, trading on, and for the first time, Julian Alvarez, as a mood in a year. Kuti Romero, Aswapa, or Johnny A. Training, Atletico Madrid, as an what they compare last week, and a training on Moran was so one point no more failing in there, and we are early can in, and no more panon to my, and then Omina A. Training, Ultra Quaya, no Julian Alvarez, and a team come on the pitch, next sampa, Norma A. Kama, Norma editor, me pacho confirm, Mami Madrid. New signings, Real Madrid in Pagan Force from Ochinoko, Players, sign which Dasu Konate, Kukuria, Bernardo Silva, Denzel Dumfries, Carlos SP, Jean Diomande, a feature combat Pamontuma, Pom Veluomo, the Piaswatma Kama, and Adepa, Yasim Bernardo Silva, Gaskia Kena. Who ran over Debe Pasa? Yes, Morino and the trust Namano. Yes, so we are done too much. Now, Omunim Bernardo Silva, our energy. Our bet me, I have Jumanasa, yes, coaching staff. And workers in there, Obia, Ajinadi, yes, said or no, ne fitness, and be Biawa piano, Manchester Niaso, as so our team and friend of Aya Madrid, na Ukorama, yes, Bayan Diomante, on Sosa, yes, so quality, watch us our Denedy, over Debe Pasa. And Panfania, as some the right winger, and Omontina Bano, or Papa the Piazza Kama, na Carlos SP, Moreno, highly impressed about Carlos SP. Yabusa Sade, almost a pine and chair. As go Saopo. And Minisawanya, our preseason, Morino and Yasha Sajano, and Mama Ayakama, Morino and Zupimente, Arsenal Zupimente, Mamin Fama, I said Jose Morino, I'm a green light, I said Omunkofa Zupimente, I'm Fanamram, Arsenal says offer bar. Na offer no ayekama omo pache open offer na emotrama omo pache no mama supimente akopem Madrid dia me se Galatasaray Pakamavinga eno na Morino ase open supimente apa Madrid fifio no be potuma kama na biaye kama na Jude Bellingham Madrid okwa open players ya ton omo Chelsea small Jude and Carol next life and commercials Boy, we're trying to life now more fair and commercials and dressing. Yes, so all mama dressika papa and chabino a permanent contract extension. Madrid's a year at Jamano, yes, salary or budget close to the air. I have been junior Madrid at Emano, a piano Pachabia, as what my fire. Now, Opiama or Panya Bruno Fernandes. Team of Manchester United or more a player no na Thierry and himself say a player pay and we best air football la what did na adwene we used to bring Eddie Agropa was a Bruno Fernandes was no we player bia na adwene ya juma on the page totally Utim Sakura na adwene do or Bojuma Manchester United Bruno Fernandes of a bed warm budget, Juventus, AC Milan, Galatasaray, of Fanamu Diapano, Amon Jenny, Amon Jenny China, Bon Abato Sobojuma, Asu Anti Amomo, Nachaloba, Akasa, what Johnny Como Bobokono, Nachaloba was say he can't wait to play official game under Fabregas.
I trained with him when I was young at Chelsea. When I was
you're academy
15,
player.
14, yeah, I remember training with him, how demanding he was with the younger players. So yeah, I know him really well. Yeah.
You must have been a bit in awe of him back then because you were a different person you are now. Like, can you tell us a bit about that?
Obviously, as a young player, you're a bit shy, you're a bit nervous, and when you make one mistake, you know, Texas, he's already on you, and yeah, but I think it's needed as a young player. And now obviously now playing on them, it's amazing.
So when you were connecting with him, did you feel any sort of familiarity with him, like from the past, or is it just so much time had passed that you...
Yeah, so much time has passed, and as I said, assess before to the assess now is obviously different when he was as a player than as a manager, but still the same footballing brain and the way he wants to play, the way he...
Chalopa no was it trainer Fabregas Samana yano what do say when your manager papa I didn't prefer na or say a big gamer a competitive game na obonsa Fabregas exact dagger to instructions must you come obekuno ho le be come Enzo Fernandez mamin former said Argentine them some Manchester City Enzo Maresca was so young give up still or papa, you know, 18 come chile. Now, also person midfield. No, our Man City say, and also a person AM, Elliot Anderson, Buadi, and Enzo Fernandez. Three midfielders no, no person be control Man City. And since you at the moment, and the same common on Egusu Chelsea, so pretty much more than £120 million. City so mu petua aman common gusua road three quadia City sika ba omo 20 Jan Randes Rodrigo Cascante onusu sika ba ompanya bi akofa boy no Enzo na omo de na bana bia so tuma ye kama eno eje fro eba ye chechama breaking it down na ya touching it down na mamin fama so Roma Alex Scott as you play at Chelsea as Enzo Fernandez enya kope player omo de eba Bournemouth player your friend Alex Scott na Bournemouth say he is not for sale Tony ne Tony china na so Chelsea sika timi sisade say jipe 120 every city wa baby no makofa boy na dinaba na bia sweat my kama na Liam Delap Nicholas Jackson says a place me way Chelsea Alonso and Painfa making it clear as a enko offers out of the Premier League in Eba boys no Real Sociedad Ramsomo Penicolas Jackson offers from the Premier League Como I show some Peliam Dilla be as of the Premier League says Omedea Ebeko Malu Gusto as a chance red back no Man City Peno Diamadin Yasi City Astronoma down I'm Johnny Akote as a Chelsea per 75 million pounds on Malu Gusto and no and a man said I be Sa boy on body penny dear nane bon 75 million pounds Passadia Masana Chelsea at a show money a man city Dania Quate and no at the Eba na Uraba Mutrik player on your doping ban na Obayan Chaye na report said Chelsea Peso Cologne Strasbourg, I already saw more panel. Now Chelsea saw more per club or quite penya more playing time. Said a payer, or quite a pair Kamadamano, what Trafiache, or now competitive game more, and Tisoma Mudrik, a call a teamer, or penya more playing timer, a Papomupa, now Pedro Neto. A Petoka, and so Ramos Saudi Arabia, or Fabia Bar from Ahila. Chelsea said. Almost budget 75 million pounds. Almost that be almost a percent to name a person Enzo Fernandez squad. A piano manton, almost peton dia 100 million pounds. No at the break, no at the brato. Almost the bar, no matter fan, no de call. A person out to bring a set to bring a 10 in one area. A Arsenal player, a Petoka, as a player with 2007. AC Milan. Ruben Amorim, as open a 10 in one area, reports on Camilan, on plans on your target, and your dessa on Pefano, now Camilana, Sofa, Boyna, or Bodma Strasbourg, Jafred Diego Moreira, Team no any Diego Moreira, Boyno 50 million euros, AC Milan. And point no anya wie point any medical advance papa or besaka jama Ruben Amorim no biaswa ye kama na enochino mami players at Milan signings this particular season Milan signing somaye omo assign Ruben Amorim omo sa Gonzalo Ramos 74 million euros Diego Moreira 50 million euros Mario Gila 30 million euros, Sankon Jawara, 2 million euros, and so far, as Milan, Ruben Amorim, Juma, not me patch on my play away, your friend Julio and Ciso, the unveiling, Ipswich Town, me patch on my sign off, now ultra Ipswich Town, or Mount Valley Pine, Yentekaka.
It's a pleasure to be back at this incredible club. All the fans, I can't wait to see you. Vamos tras de
player no Ramo Premier League your friend Julio and Ciso and another one John up Ipswich Town almost so much my topa ultra lister nas adia biaswa utu so much papa latest addition Julio and Ciso 30 million euros Sasuna MSN and you're 28 Abdul Fattah Ishaku 23.5 Abdul Watara 20 million euros. Florentino Luis 18.7. Sacha Lukic on your 10.4. Joe Shopping on your 10. Issa Diop 10. Samson Dyson Maida. Also, I 9.4. Chupa Apon. And you 9.3. Cedric Ekipri. 4.5. And A. Ken Van. Also, 4 million zeros. And to share Ipswich Tower. Premier League on my sign, Papa. No, Mammy Jean-Claire Tordibo. Reporter mete so why grade say oba sacrifice say and salary na me patcho say a Olympic man say and a West Ham United omna air papa no and you Jean-Claire Tordibo says was na salary or better so no pepia was work no what me run bia so tima ye fine and no edge eba na mami refia ni di Daniel Sklaga nyame passa today Anna Uramo Germany Yebenya Mpacho France Beckham Power Supercar dot one Pamunche I was seeking a Duna Park referee on the Madina Mano on my point Hurricane as in a contract say a couple 1 year now but I have only 1 year left on my contract Washasia one of Pedim Como no I say Opetuaso and I say on Tuaso and ya del Pamami Jama Musela video no Nanu nyame nkwanke antasempa abra telecom cap bamunchine RP Leipzig o fenti o pitch so na good news aba asend otim ewram was Zabna Strabza etimpa emobel sampa ne fitness no aso ayekama Jama Musiala nanu nyame ankamasa yantasempa anu ededapama so ye churchama Malik Fofana honestly, I'm breaking it down. It's a summer way or better free Olympic Lyon. Na so far AS Roma and your brain as some Malik Fofana or mo papa and watching Roma. Mamin Famasa Rodrigo Mora. Yaka Rodrigo Mora. Jamaica Roma and FC Porto. Almost so far. I can't come that deal I done. 25 million zeros and a APM for player no and watching my farmer Christopher Nkunku Aston Villa a program we a favorite I said Milan striker and what 30 million zeros na Nkunku ram no a compared to one a kama na mami Fakye Kano stadium me patron me Thursday La Liga first game against Deportivo Alaves na so far officially among camp Biombe Somakai so on the Fakye Stadium and among Papa and Gusomu Yawantuma and that's all right Fakye Kano so far and was some the official place Asuko ne Brian Barcelona almost Julian Alvarez well pay end of this week man on Paco Plan B Yawaya Victor Jokeres Lautaro Martinez Mikel Oyarzabal, Luis Suarez, Omupere, na Omonjo Somdenepa, na Biaswat Maya Kama, na Mamim Rambo Afcon, way a Wafcon, a Manatiano, a Cameroon, a Chimalawi Pomo 3-0, a Fanano, na Upema Mame, a the Wafcon champions, my rival, a Cameroon Mano, my rival Yaoundé. Tam epetu ye na masanoma ye kama noma editam o mine epesha omo ebochi omo so esoma ye djuma papa wuhwa omo the finest goalkeeper koye bibia so ye kama eno ana edaso a ye jeja mo na ya breaking it down na ya touching it down na walk come no na ano dem papa ye the background kakra
Le Cameroun nous aime comme ça. D'ailleurs, alors c'est grave. Là-dedans, vous ne voulez plus qu'on passe. Laissez-nous sortir.
Dawa, ya demana Richarlison, Brazilian or Bodma Spurs. Them say Spurs are rejected offer Everton at the buy 29-year-old striker. Almost is can value no, almost the buy in our form. Now almost more another option. so bet me extending contracting for another year. Se sika no former on Pama Richarlison, Aguswa Siaka no Premier League success no. I make changes. Change it to Tonapa. That's for October. Me patron in November. Following the latest TV selections, TV schedules. Okay, Liverpool Man City. Sunday, October 11, 4:30. And watch about Team Chelsea. Saturday, October 17. And 12:30. Leeds Manchester United Sunday, October 18. 2 p.m. Chelsea Spurs, Saturday, October 24, 5:30. Aston Villa, Man City, and we are Saturday, October 24, 12:30. Chelsea Man U, Saturday, October 31, 12:30. Liverpool Arsenal, Sunday, November 1, and also 4:30. Saturday at so no let's be aso atim ayekama brand call my so na yemfa nsama do aboabo anu amono no yemfa nsia na yemfa birthdays way so ento aso emam na international super DIABY any team emfa de akanya ento aso so emfa emam na bia enye kama we Lizzie and Lizzie birthday. Happy birthday to Lizzie. Oh yeah, Juma Swami Municipal Assembly. Na my friend the finest, the prettier, and Lizzie birthday Lizzie. Uramu Swami Municipal Assembly. Child, SM Field Juma dear so. Emma the happiest birthday. Say a radin sonyo kasia. And now I would dano. And you couldn't be a sonya fine and family Lizzie. Happy birthday. Saso and Ubrama. And a prophet birthday. Auntie Doris prophet and Prophet Kisitutu, a founder of Christ Ambassador International Church. Oh, Koforudia, Auntie Doris, say young feel Judy soon show happy birthday. The blessing one. Yes, sir, Radisha Emal, a Radial Pampo, and Famayo Yamini Paidia. Such a piano Radi and film. No more Chekodron to prophet. Happy birthday. Na Jadi Wianie, Maki, Sister Maki. Nas, if you ran on Yankasa, Minuaba. Na Sister Maki, our Swami Post Office. We are more Sky Recruitment Agency. And then Sister Maki birthday. Sister Maki, Sarah Dinshara down Bible. As so at my Western Life. Keep it California, so my happy birthday. Said you see Tony Power Yam ye Etiano, a radi emphasis on show and I'm no show. And now would daddy Nanyam Kunde Amanti sister Mage. Happy birthday, Kwaku. Ma Yanra so name fancy na unitim no. And to ourselves some Saba.
Oh, Nadia, ye will crown ya diaba to the me share. If to me, I'm a co Gemini Abanti.
Okay.
Opezo ba Kojiwa home you be piano. Na wakona wakakwe dibisha with you all right so I can see the former Lutake is Waboromodi Jan and also Edu Eromo the next and I say a 40 solid minutes or bomb dear in Semaudonaba Ebabenarinche Mebana Mababi Din Komo Kakra on Facebook Moaje channel still Embra on a WhatsApp line no 0207543637 0207543637 Eba Merina Makinke Timieri Ama Shamo Blog Factory. Ni nana. Seven Ken Fan Charles Ebrana, Odo Bomwa. Ye Brady Abuana or die sooner, but there soon and a day. About your Obibia Wesisu Albo Brano, a dear was so pre hopa, a baby I'll do Tibeto. Ye young guys na yesisono, the area pan on Nina's ye walk with Sikanano, Enya Kakra, Nabo Zeriako, Aqua Kohan dying 2 years and so yape, Nach as a chena 2 years naba, Uchi ayape. And chena another 2 years aba ya ne basa e ha dwen emboa man yamande da ye kra etimi emfa emant me bacho odia ne ze no betu anamona nkomo ya midi no wahwe na mpoma ne makoye pere ama Shamo Block Factory semenka emfa chose in the blocks out run na pe 6-5 no se solid hollow ana pavement blocks no ye bebo ma ne makoye pere ama de ya ne ze ya na sika na edi ra dance mu no en consign ba izanze nye adwuma na ade kwakoye oro call down ti du baby a osina mu peja kakra aboze ya na sikasem na edene blog so de beto aso e de Shamo semenka emfantozo urom ewo maswe ya enhihyo me timi edi amane yeso ya ban adwuma ni nko a na waketwa na efiaban mu na eba ene omuni nkomo ye bre ne aboa na ne blogs dudo bi apebia ye ria ma bosome yato nkakra izanze na na shamozo pese obi bia oye babunu no enya bebi yiri tito wo nya ne bebi a age so ma so entina ma no me de tudwa no wafa na nkomo bia oni omo edinya no nko ano mo ene cool dust na pe se sand na pe anwea obabo mo de aye adwuma cement no mo de no e different abedwama so nya bi na uyuso atumu zampa ebeboa ma dance no nyama koye peti miera ma na afi so no yesi machines a wodo na be yusu die sudan no yeri bi ma han ti se nete ene concrete machine na pe compactor na pe grader na pe piloder na pe ena afi pillar molding ne de ka oni nyina no uru mo maso aye boa na unsa etimi atoso amane ma koye pa etimi era ma me pacho opo mo akode akro from one unsa ebe kom mo na ma no 0245859770 0245859770 na 0556 183 671 0556 183 671 na 0594 627 098 0594 627 098 Run your boy. Na niamande da yepa and farmer Shamo Blog Factory building a stronger communities together. Ramnia na shisheno and the year soro etimi farmer gifted icon grand audition no etimi asha se na debi ameka etimi the choice exactly 7 p.m. Sundays bia na oro feed na TV no ato Fakye TV na we enjoy bia ezanze nenipa maku 26 ana baba bejina akono no omo aba bejina no omo ba na obi aba be showcase ne talent no na aboa na niam adeda yie pa etimi edi ama na ntotoye no enso adeda yie so etimi edi ama na munkomo no na esere nsem no esietie no de etie ne se ewo se obo modern na na utu anomo na utu ne se so obi fi umpatamu onene ne kwa asori oni nipa no ene tifie no de hia wo de be support ne se nei obaba modern wa vote area man no pushi no ejinja no e motivate no mana wode ma ejuma no ye ne ye krabere de me pacho said I will enjoy ne nra no nyambo Sunday de anim no yesa bomodern na wa enjoy na nema adeda ye pa etimi area man me pacho code abefa na de nipa na mana so no e star 920 star 55 star 920 star 55 na boa na niama de the area ma gifted icon stage of dreams in Ramunemboa na bibibia etimi enkoye kama pa so no etimi emfa emma judgment dental clinic doc semenka eva Joseph bra na oseno yambo ho bra ma niama de the performa nipa wani monya ba ko no se ze wanwe entimi entun anamon bia ebeboa ma oseno wadi nini a wanwe ya dabi no waso betimi ayehye papa na koma mini wudi no me pacho tirie ede so wo ha bi e wo se no examination and consultation e ade koso e wo judgment dental clinic eno echi no root canal treatment do mu se no wo ha bi o mehwe na omabobo de edi ujuma e de ama e fa ne se ho ne ama de ye hwe ne yini nyina e fi ora wo gian na so na ne ma koyere ama na simadu me ne doc e be di nkomo na ha obi a wo bia no ya chechu ma boa ma ne ma koyere ama o sisi kasem no na ne da di nkra Roman aso ye kakra woda oro obehwew after no osinipa wo nkwa wade nyina na wato aso atimi ama so akwa koye adwuma watwia ne nkada na ne ma deda de atimi aramantina ma ne 0459 139582 0459 139582 and 0549 906588 0549 906588 Kumaso Pomoa Abrepo Junction Total Energy filling station chope obenyo mo new one no atonsu S-line high school junction on corner yebwana bibibia ended a year kama pa so no etimi enfama millennium construction zemenka ventures in nebra na yebeboa na ya choza mpa yonkofo bia do ho bomo a oda ye so ba mu simple kra young guys no muntie wanya kra ne millennium nkasa fato ase yenje asase mfama wa bebi ejede ama no aboze mfie mienu miensa ntem no na ne me koye peti ne ma na bebi ti sa so efia ana afayin ma kokobe adanko ame ye gigi nsase ye man kofo a ne bo ne yade ofom ye papa na enye waterlog de nso beto abozo kita ne ma na ade na mu no na niji sem ne ze ye si asase bi abeto wo mo nsam no eye free documentation assign eye free registration ana afo poso mo nto ban emfa nje ho ma wa fence no eye omo a ne behwe ne aye ede ama wa untwi akapere unya ni baby a yes a millennium construction omo ewo 3 bedroom houses bi a ewo dwama so efreye papa ne bo no so no e ya de da form kama pa di mo a mo amanoni a mo hwe ya mutie no emfa sika no nko gosi wo fa jare so obegina wadi okoka obemma wo examples bebra oye ne hwea enyeye obuna enyeye uchirituma enyeye oye zo do wo fa baby akwa komia na kuna wana abesen aba beto adaka di no ema ne nyansa tu aramo ne mboa na ne manko yie pa entimi emfa ema kama pa de pa cho number is 0244274084 0244274084 na on Millennium Constructions edin komo omuyo adwuma ko Ghana ha bebia na headquarters no Kumasi Boshen na Yas Junction Romunium Wall na niamandeda din pa emfa manto mantaroma ene e ba betramo eye adwuma na kama pere mama men on Facebook na men kan messages ne kakra ansana maba on the WhatsApp line on the no Arimatia Camke. Good afternoon, Pacer Test Monday's edition of Fat Chess Play Loud and Clear at Mabanabu. One scary thing about life is realizing that any day could be the last day you speak to someone you love. Life is too short to hold on to anger, grudges, and unnecessary pain forever. Forget, let go, move on, cherish the people you love while they are still here. Make time for them, appreciate them, and never take their presence for granted. Life is precious, and tomorrow is never a promise. And Biaga, good afternoon, guy. Watch you live from Akima Safo. Marco Snyder, good evening, Abu. I'm Snyder. Watch you live from Akruja number 2. Happy Sunday to myself and Junior Bro Hernandez. Welcome to Barcelona, Rodri and João Cancelo. Greetings to Boga Iceman, Shama, Kopare, Sister Fia, Scholar, and Rebecca. And I'm also Quadrabua team, MON-FRI, and Odeba, Ebe Rambono in Cisco di Hambo. Nediano, was good afternoon, Abu. I'm watching live at Kwawa Sakraka, St. Paul, SHS, and more update on Manchester United transfer. Greetings to Madam Eunice and Afe Acrimony. And Atamfu Nyame inside Kwawa Sakraka, St. Paul, SHS. Simple man. Good afternoon, Abu, and his crew. I'm watching live from Tamale. May you all be great for the good work, Nana Kwame. But why is it that the Spanish players who didn't in the La Liga in the Prime were recognized enough? Someone like David Silva. So I think that's why Rodri want to move to one of the giants. And Jennifer Amwakwa. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm forcing watch you live from Bremana Sikuma. You guys are doing great job. Techi Daniel, I'm listening to you live from G&G Barbering Shop, Doma, MON-FRI. Is your boy Danny, and I'm also Kweku Yaya, Kweku David Jr. inside Montfort. Great sports this afternoon. Greetings to Kweku Bakazi, Kweku Adepa inside Uniba, and I'm also and then Shadi Stone. Watch you live from Wasa Jaba. Was it more update on Real Madrid, Hala Madrid, and I'm Kunsuko Joe Chrome. No so need Arsenal afidie a trophies in Kwa. Rich Love Kwache. As a City fan, I know Enzo will be going next year. And Ranford Atta. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Justice Che. Good afternoon, Abu. My name is Justice Che from Obuasi. Real Madrid should go for a center midfielder. Hala Madrid Nodura na Kwame ha Sikabudo center for Abu Dhabi. You also Edi Eba Babi Ramu no ntidudo na Edi Omode no aba. Yebere na ya bomode na yetimi eyidudo na etimi edifio na aboa na nema koye de amanti Facebook no messa babie ma ozo hene ba kwatin otabel nsuate. I'm really enjoying the show live at Nsuate. Congratulations to my darling club Arsenal for winning the Community Shield Trophy yesterday. And I stand my greetings to Ofata at Nsuate Banglo. Ojo so ne de onso no wo de babe rabo so quick one. Ma me re na minyi birthdays no emfa enfio na yenko yenim ne hwe sere niama esi etie ne ade a na yenhwe na yenko yenim di no menim de na edikin aba okay ma me ra minyi we fefe so special be de kwenfama efia dansoa yezo ro ni chemo dansoa beauty clam hona wo oben Susan so CAC church no ene from yan kasame legend Kofi Abangamania ze nyame nyoke si ponshao na dansoa also de dawa koma so no naye wa woda no twiri ampoma ne mramu kama pa entimi emfa amount yes apepe ene siete no so no ye de ewrametimi ere amount and the other one no mehwe na ewramu kama pa emfa ma Chivel Osa Anochi o UK is it not one HM of Brompton West Primary year 5 when you're 9 years in there happy birthday nko entini emfa emao na nyame hwo nyo kese oma unyi na be pimpa me ze bibia wonam ne de se wayo ntutu ye be dem pa za one hafo ne be pri bibi ho enti Shivel sa noche happy birthday ewura kama pa entini emfa ma fine girl na ntutu ye no enko yeso no emfa emana happy birthday nko emfa ma Lady Reverend Gladys Desewu ne Mr. and Mrs. Jumfo almost here call 18 farmers. So your message on the man saying it here. You are an exceptional leader, a great mother, a creative leader, a woman of faith. May the Lord align you to his purpose the remaining days of your life. Enjoy your day. So happy birthday, farmer Lady Reverend Gladys Desewu and Mr. and Mrs. Jumfo. Say nyame sure no nyo kese na omwa na de da wakoma so bia na ngosha no nyano moho na bibibia etini ended the zonaba na on the WhatsApp line ma be kind dodo na ma uze dodo na wa me share abana ma ba be Facebook so no de aka no mekwa akwa mi ya na makọ YouTube so na makọ akwa yi de afi ogwagu akwa obabi me hwe na yewura ma mi nim bebi a ode me efa
na umpom ye de
o me ho ye pa
watching something here. Me no adwuma there mama. Ogu you see yammo Deco and Laporta Abaso for the wonderful job of my team in Barcelona. I've seen I know for instance na me cover me at the point in time na me nya notifications and I'm say go dem azigia piana because the way you see tag me mo Facebook na say adam azigia piana nti me group abi na say me ko ya basa for na here we go be yacho and on we say okay say anything na money abira almost send me message inside because it's a good deal. He will add a lot of quality to their midfield and makika omo pivot ne ba ko bi atimi abom to munya de mame wo TV ni so abeda send wo to munya na ye project akwaho it give Barcelona a lot of options our midfield. In recent times the who Barcelona area tough match say injuries or say injuries no you see say bia Garcia mo no ma be shem finfin kakra ebia was a place no ma be gina finfin kakra da mo bakwaho go to Rodri signing and if you look at the what TVs here they have a lot of options now. Pen, ubetimi abo de ope bia, and so basa team ni mo a unche da nya problem bia. I want to check this one now. Ni hon common fan free. So it's a good signing for them. Rodri is a super player, no two ways about it. He will improve Basa and something and he's going to add a lot of quality, leadership, and all that. And so to me, they are more motivated. Because if you look at where that we are on any day. Hansi Flick can decide to go Pedri and Rodri. He can decide to pair them in game or better. That control that you want them. I mean the pivot, no. That control that you want to get from a team and make for no. I want that opportunity to teams to get some of a game no AB mono. You can go with Pedri and Rodri, and they will do the job to set their OPBR on any day. If no any available, you can go with Rodri and Frankie. They also give you that control that you need in midfield, that quality you expect your team to give you. So you can still go and do with Pedro and Frankie de Jong. That one, they've seen it a lot of times. That was team in Barcelona. You can get Rodri and Gavi. They will give you that performance. And on fast on farmer, Gavi Pedri is something that you can also pay. And also bet mama that level of performance. Gavi and Frankie de Jong almost bet you can get Rodri and Bernard. They will give you the performance that you get. Pedri and Bernard and so Timo, and have Frankie you and Bernard and so Timo. So this gives Barca a lot of varieties, a lot of options. Or that or more pivot one. So they will not need to bring in defenders. They say Eric Garcia more Eric Garcia last year bought more than 5 games he make for my team in Barcelona. At this material time with Rodri signing, I think that is going to be a thing in the past. Because they have quality or make for the why they can do the job for team in Barcelona. So I think it's a good signing. And Kogu, a Basa Nkwan a bit my head for more. A Basa Nkwan in the bit my do more. I send them another picture. I had the Kone Laporta no so munya no and sweating in Mamia Kogu. So what's your players or must sign or more transfer window we? Our omuntian 200 million euros now. Sometimes you ask yourself, say, eh, one waka cra. But you get a branch of Rodri. You talk of his age. You talk of the duration of the contract money. But I've maintained this and I'll say it again. Barcelona and Conco told Rodri because Rodri will end the age in Tuamokotono. They are not going to buy him because of the duration of his contract. They are going to buy him because of what he can offer. And then obey me offer that leadership, that performance, that Basa here, control Basa here in Medford. No, that is what they are going in for. So that is what Basa needs to pay for, and they've paid for it, regardless how na say or modisikano kose so say so City for na okay. And say what tien komo ko anymore. Man City for no okay say the share nyoma say ebetuma sikano ko duru 76.5 million euros no achievable. Because they believe that Rodri will be able to do that kind of things to get them that kind of money. Koku, how much did they pay for Rodri? Sikano of home, or mama, who knew a friend Cancelo, were trying to contract him, see a kind of mom, Meboa.
Yeah.
Adeyemi, Sikaki 12 on the fano. I think that the Sikan 30 million. The Sikan 30 million. So if you look at now where and also become one, it's a quality sign of Meswatimiae. And then you talk of Wawunipai. England for
Anthony Gordon.
Or no swaba with Siko and some chairman 80 million. So okay, Kasa signing so my any nabo they will not even reach up to 200 million. And they are basang from Kwan a bit my said Omuziano. They are people that they believe so much in their system that say a foul means or say they that is exactly what they are using to get the players on board. And I think that it's working for them. So you can't even argue. And that is exactly what Ekoso ends with me and Barcelona. With the signing that Omatimia, I still believe if they want to be a team to compete in the Champions League. Champions League is here on the benchmark. In the last 2 years, the benchmark me a team of Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
One of the most important department of Paris Saint-Germain team MON-FRI. Now Barcelona can match them. MON-FRI with Rodri's inclusion. Yes. They can match them because Rodri comes in with a lot of experience that he will bring to the table. And the mentality how he decide the games. So they can match Paris Saint-Germain team But the players that Omuntimi match Omutimin. You talk about defenders. That is a big problem in Barca team if you ask me. They say Kubasi is a consistent performer. And on you go yiba kwa be kan ho. When na ba be kan we Christians in bebo. Ayi. Oh, Kunde na ba be bo. Gerard Martins is ultimate in Bobby. On the ba be bo and answer why. Why a problem? They need someone that to bet me that experience where chiro obetuma be adwuma dia mom. Oko animo so a. Almost one more attackers no more okay. Because they believe say Lamine Yamal Rafinha Adeyemi Anthony Gordon Because I can have so much belief in a branch of Rafinha. So when he is fit, he can deliver for Barcelona with the goals and assists. Last 2 years and our last 2 seasons, last season we saw the performance he gave. When you talk of Lamine Yamal, quality player, he will give them the goals and assists if he is fit. But I can't say same for a branch of Anthony Gordon and a branch of Adeyemi. In Barca's shirt. They've done exceptionally well for their various teams. Adeyemi with Borussia Dortmund. The performance was okay. A branch of Gordon with Newcastle was okay. But me, they are going to deliver in Barcelona shirt. It's only 2 players in Rafinha and Lamine Yamal and they call Champions League last year. What deficit? They will come. Now if for number 9, they will talk. Paris Saint-Germain more number 9. They are scoring goals that Barca players no moon to mean farm. How many goals now yet? Kvaratskhelia share last season. How many goals na Dembele share? How many goals na Doué share? How many goals na Bakola share? Goncalo Ramos no share kakra dem a. So if you pick that team no more front airliners now, they gave goals to team of Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
What of Barcelona? Lamine Yamal gave his bet. Lewandowski, send all them home. At the point in time, no man MPK. Osha Rafinha, inconsistency was in his performance because of injuries. A woman can Ferran Torres give his bit or the side bit on the man or they call. So we for the bit my argument and so to me that moment. So it's a play that if you ask me, I still think Tabasa needs someone who anymore. An attacker to give them that reference point to anymore. But they can do with the number 9. And now that we've seen how our Spain got J World Cup, they can decide to go same. No number 9, but we will control the game. If our frontliners are able to be clinical enough, we are taking the tournament away. Spain didn't have any number 9 that you say a reference point in the box. But when they get the game, they will control. Let me use MON-FRI as an example. Because France for now, attackers near sharp. They were the department of the French national team. Then they do a moko. Mbappe ho, Bakula ho, Dembele ho, Doué ho. But almost share Spain team no. Spain need that luxury when it comes to money more. Lamine Yamal onokano on your fate. One man great A performance at the World Cup. Uyasaba gave us kakra. And as a buying him.
Let's buy now.
He also gave his bid by watching that flamboyant kind of striker. Said not Dembele more at the mount. But when they met them in the game, Spain controlled the game and they made these attackers useless. So maybe that will be Barca's system. They will play against quality teams and on the better game no sweat me abo. This one game no more the air bar. And the bear to the advantage. And that is where Rodri comes in. Because they will control the game, they will be passing you around, and your attackers no. So when you're born your attackers are not effective.
Yeah.
So maybe that will be the mechanism Mumbai using. And if they can use it effectively to the advantage, maybe they have the chance of winning. But for Medford Nadia, Omaya is solid. Quality addition with Rodri. Omaya the way and how we see far so far Rodri no more massive. No munim call the far so or more the neighbor. Still at the end now. But still, they've been able to get their man. That is to tell you, say, they are doing a lot of quality things. And so, Timo, I saw Deku, no, and now, na Liverpool match. No one say, Arahu match, no, I could post or Instagram. Grandi. So, then, he's been able to shape when you have Arahu out. But I think that they've done a really good business. Now, if they get a defender with my Momo, no, a quality. Number 9 be more goals. Now I think they are far gone. They are gradually building to a point where as a more building team beam, a more building in kakra. Kwaku Barcelona for no celebrity signings are yenja on my brain in recent times. I've seen a lineup be on. My names are lineup not for match crow. But kwaku if you see the lineup I'm bit media send you more. Lineup no. Now, I say, "Nee, Sebasa lineup a bit me Jinan and now so now compete here. We should leave them to celebrate a year road resigning. No, because the squad we play na Basadibo games are no much of it. I'm telling you for a fact they need to celebrate every single year signing now. Or more ensubeti me may they forward do almost say na or more to me Eddie Atoso. So Kwaku, that is a good business for a year Barcelona for no. If you ask me, I know that. They almost that you will call comment section or a lot of things. And I road with the energy to me. The way I'm line up with. Line up with. Basa ball line up with paying. Basa ball line up with paying in their game.
Ter Stegen. Mengiza. Eric Garcia. Gerard Piqué. Ronaldo Araujo. Midfielder no Frankie de Jong. Ricky Puig. Nico Gonzalez. Na anymore no. Elias Akumash. Ferran Jotila. And I look Dion.
Kwaku jaw no.
We so over the share madre.
Kwaku na make us emejira we.
Madre so ya biro.
So if Barca can play with this lineup, then so for move or more options, so for a tiro or more options, kakra more crano or more options pa. Why don't we leave them for them to celebrate their sign?
Team where they will be a car Frankie de Jong.
Aka Frankie. Saga ayo. Saga
yeah, Frank de Jong Eric Garcia.
Eric Garcia so. Who is a good one.
There's a team where no Bamian so before.
Nah, they've suffered. They've suffered with getting quality in their team. A dream maybe. Guy be by none I say true ready because I'm refinity.
About Barcelona.
Aye.
Not about
Denmark. I say no attacker.
oh strike we are na team one point.
I'm referee.
Oh, quality woman lupa.
Basa
on cars on qua, no person of course your GDC can.
Basa for back kind number.
One high Bradford. That you have an answer. So Martin Brad did visa about who's a striker.
Or do I go now above you? Kevin Prince Boateng, Memphis Depay. Could name them. And you know, we should leave them for them to celebrate almost signings no more, you know. And that is all because of the magicians or more in their team, in Deco and Laporta. Among for Canada, he's done really well for Team FN Barcelona. But we be far Bassa, Laporta, we be far Bassa. Anyway, we be Bassa do say no. A Bassa for no one bit me. With that confidence alone, they come to any table and they want to dictate for what any audiano. That is one thing on time.
The tweet was a brat tweet, but kind of.
We now about Bassa and Pen. So we should leave them for them to celebrate their signings or more. And I think that in Rodri, they have a very good player. He will come in and be of great help to Team FN Barcelona in the next 5 years, which might be a part of Barca team now. Giving them the control, giving them the consistent performance that you need, and also Omar granting and orders. Or one person that Bondin come about him wanting to leave Man City, but Nikomo was clear he wanted to leave, but why engaging in that sort of the players ni be as a tier because on a normal day time they drew any bid that Nabasa they call Man City reject immature players need to decide not to go to Man City camp.
ABOU Spain,
no Spain. Team no Mayenne Clares and Besemeko. They are putting him there, you are rejected. So we baba there. But he showed up. And according to Enzo Maresca, the last was say, oh Hageno, some man akwaba. He carried himself so well to a point where one way you even think that Besobeko, but the silence was clear. I want to leave. And I think that now generation granted. He will go in and go and perform for Team FN Barcelona.
Your bomba is a more proud man.
Oh, mahu side and I'm not sure would but because I don't have into details, that is why I decided not to talk about it. I'll do it maybe probably or China and I say
those are quite say you know there. Omoko World Cup. So you people the plan now then I'm born Man City no.
Team FN Barcelona. Say anyone here, if you be fit there, because the into one also when you brace and we pay as a Frankie de Jong tea. So go out kakra. Into you about to not only as some prayer. You work of 5-7 days.
As soon as I met for this, and the more money born a bunina, Kurubuja for
and no idea.
Kurubuja for and channel mupra. I'll make for there's no more money born no bonus.
It is a
channel way. I Bakuya name a boy young when he Gabi.
Now on the Prahano.
Then you almost. The pedigree subay ni prepare. And now you are so our account. Jomo P for the best.
There were the ambulance FC.
Oh, the
ambulance FC.
Ambulance FC they ever for.
But some people no.
Or more made for this, or more good made for this. But prepare
how.
And on a banner me road the other day, Mamma Missouri at the back of
the body.
The road no coba. Bono in Bopa. Even World Cup no crab more, but boy, and comfort.
Of course.
I was play or Bobo me in World Cup and one almost
so fine. If you know Monche,
I told you that
BB
and yeah, but you will before so be banner by Eddie or Remadu them in your mundi. Baza the man or crab or measure.
Oh, of course. But Basa want us to believe, say, Banner for want us to believe, say, but very much for now for playing from on some. That is what we need to understand.
This season, 4 players or
none of the players have been compared to Rodri.
Yeah, that one I agree. So we know ban 11 was. He's a Ballon d'Or winner, a World Cup winner, captain. No.
Almost I need Chicano. They are sad, you know. And then
says a
Chicano.
As over would to be Calocrada.
Omo for.
As soon as for.
Dabomu, Rodri Pedri no de banadi. Chicabia deserve you.
Say
Chicabia deserve it. Chicabia Rodri di Babasa Bia deserve it.
Ayo.
Me cry no Man City for no. Me ebi omuko huomu.
Sala Chelsea football reverted for the hazard.
Oh, dabomu Chicani there. Koku Rodri Chica. 70s. Koku 76.5
in 30 years 1 year contract.
Koku
outside you pool.
Dabi Eye papa.
What's La Liga? What's every calo?
Yeah, oh, scan here. Now you say Obiton Akobe Diakwa. Look at a team that was all going to new transition. Now we type player say road the amount. No the amount on a silver platter. That be you stress on your formula. They deserving. You should go and then perform for them. Because a new era is being born again. Our Basa team now. And then I'm telling say Unia joining or Mobasa Athletic. No. Say Joe Bisco Kwako assistant coach to Giuliano Belletti.
Yeah.
And it would have been disastrous not to see Unia coaching.
Why?
If you look at the way he reads the game, the way he understands the game, he needs to impact on people. This morning I was reading the story with someone, I'm catching and say, if you look at Unia Obaya, I'm seeing a Pep Guardiola in the next 5 years. The reading of the game, when you understand it, too much.
How many times our home players are winning ball my buying coach or my successful?
Omon Chedan Norson, but Omon Norson will be none of my attackers.
Sir,
yeah,
but meant for the only good.
I got ne yarn, sir. Who do pay him?
Unimubiana.
Omon for that. This is your bad.
Zidane, you could you.
No, they malam.
Zidane. Zidane took a coach out Tiba, coach, I don't have a phrase here.
I have a you also on that. Say you didn't come with the why and they would be Gary. Why are they?
Go got two so Patrick Diabo, Balo, with
you. Pep. So Pep was a
why? Pep is our solar for the day. Man and a lot of Pep ball lady who gives out.
Then come on, I
may trust a place on winning ball.
On
my be a coach Afa. Tis there, or a habit is a Maradona be fight it. Who's a root to be fat castle? Alonso Brebre.
Over
Xavi Alonso. Liverpool you about Madrid now Chelsea.
Madrid say Rebecca say performance in my pamono.
Na dey na my pa.
Say any no my
ni nyina kan.
Ni na kan wo.
Na kan ubi.
Wo wa Xavi Diana.
Alonso ye pelo kra bolo. So that quanti they like players of me good lo. Omo buy coach ya.
Dey na man ye ayi kaka na say I say no man no mo ye no with easy no. Ba ko out team mo na e bi a Henry aye adwuma kakra aye problem pa.
Aha ono so ye number 1.
Sa na dey no. Because ade ono ye no with easy no. So wo ye na wontimi nya say na wa dwa kakra.
No, but say no so do coach ma be so.
Because Sergio dey I trust him. Dabi na dwena na wo de bobo na so yi mo bi.
Alright then can you.
Koku yi mo bi na obi ntimi because it was too much. I've never seen a player being so comfortable under pressure than him.
Maybe coach is not form on some academy. Now, Barcelona Academy is one of the best.
Yeah, sure.
What is your more acrobat teaching? So you might be now if you want to say expert.
Javi expert or not?
Yeah,
no, the video do
oh. So more a banner made for the city of Mombra. A tumor about life after football. Javi Hernandez example. You do no more penabono has yapam.
And the performance na ye.
Javi.
My mom saw Javi expert in the video na load so munya. He's a very good player that Obebo Abasa Fifi. Moving for say English near the but say the workers ambulance FC. If you for the woman nobody now people no. Maybe he can be of great help to Barcelona. Yesterday's game he was exceptional. But only I want to see him. he was too good that yeah, who to coach and never had. You're wanting a retirement from football. Be a giddy how even they under cool. No con number. Say what say.
Share what I'm for post schools was one of the finest midfielders of England. Okukuchi team you near Penabono. When the tender you cry Lampard, Coventry, Premier League. You better share this. I heard your very Steven Gerrard.
You our coach call on Kodili.
Nademi. That be okokwe. Your Bible had a cockra me coach you.
Scotland be go coach you.
Na Scotland then you Rangers Celtic. Yes, I no call certain teams in the back okra. Afa. Oba Aston Villa won.
Amfa.
Oh, the midfielders there are midfielders out there. Omuni ball no. Ebo. But life after football.
There's all my pandit.
Na akwaku bibi o
won ya dey me gidi say obetima aye adwuma na ma bibi atimi aye kama. Koku City bebre said they start here na ye kano. They are going to suffer. And omo ba alone ni na anya ready to leave. which are supporters no. Omo no more teams I would no team into call Man City because of a hold no. It's about time some go back to their teams because they are going to suffer. Let's forget about yesterday's game. Look at the number of people on my free team. I want to hear the foundation of the team. This Man City success and whatever we've talked about Man City was Pep Guardiola. He was working with a sporting director. He didn't move. So the league can go here.
Yeah.
Or no ko ya na muze nche Pep Bidwane.
Oh, we know Barcelona for.
Yes.
But one and all crack out already for 2
And then can crank in come turn in them. Tell me omo yes and am say ya omo to omo your parents wa so for who bibia ba na we they need to build the game. The era that omo Robinho mo buy they wanting to win the Champions League, wanting to dominate the Premier League na at a long run. Pep best tampon authority and making sure say whatever the owners of Man City no more proud no. Now it's about time they need to accept say yes started something new. What is the something new? Wanting to sustain our status among the elite clubs we are say among the elite clubs and so England. And that is the job of Enzo Maresca. If they look at Enzo Maresca and think say he is Pep Guardiola's replacement, and they expect him to do whatever na Pep manager bien will be lasting for 1 season for Man City.
I really love the issue how I go for concentrating. Benson appear. Luis Enrique was a good player. And he still is a better coach. Benson, I had never been a view. But
more 1 year and some yana
Enrique did not in Bob. There's Oja, who come Barcelona. Enrique did not in Bob, Luis Enrique.
Or more in Bob. Or more 1 year than or more 1 year. I'm here, my Maconzi defeat.
Oh, I did. Luis Enrique, he was a good player.
So the other exceptional. We are exceptional.
Who are class and they're bad. Maresca.
But so no na so hu bia o good coach ara da bi hu ye
no no ko family bi no
you nya to was
fa chere kakra
say
Man City gu ya che o
oh yeah
but face na e wo ho no
eno ne asem no
who say Pep na don't know aso ye ho and apart from no Man City good regular teams akese ero so no obu gina ye mra mana be ka asana meaning the one notices are no and Junior Ababe here titima egu ya che but no mo face bia na nim na du
de wa ye nti
na we teams na yes Ferguson bi ni
sure
na Man United egu ya che but coach no tie che nti ye pe bini we de no obebre
o kokko obebre and the aboa no kra kakra ye de wo de atwa to sezi e the last 2 seasons of Pep no wasn't that good in the whole dey bi obenya leverage na kakra but still he's going to suffer. Because Onwakasa your manager, he needs to learn a lot in the Premier League. At Chelsea, one-off games he was able to perform, but the consistency you need in the league phase, don't say, well, you mistakes in getting with team mene. Once what the way share niggas masa one day once what the way go share no 2 not the share, and that caused a lot of problem for team in Chelsea. And yesterday we saw it. But moving forward, he needs to build a new team. Players now no want to play as or a student of Pep near the day, but he's going to suffer. He's really going to suffer. And this time is the time where players will want to leave again. That is where I fear for them. Players or more team anymore, or many seniors in the team. Or many players are in the team, or many sure most of us Man City is a good team. They will be tempted to leave. And one of them, the chairman himself.
Holland.
Of course. Look at him. If we are say team BN who number 9 or better than him currently apart from Bayern Munich. Whenever Bayern Munich number 9 go make na pa.
I think better than we.
Change na make say o mienu. O make na.
Kino mo league papa.
Third league ya unu ebo a wojini di. Say Hurricane abo akonka. E na babia anu agi ni free ba Premier League no. Hurricane so konka o. Tie fa ni mienu na say be di medi o mo ho nkomo.
But we dey na we no be right league ni man of league na ball no.
Sure.
I can't be the key for some
because of what teams are known to free mover.
Uni I don't know be far league in the ball.
Shetima Hurricane to the compete here. Tottenham. They don't compete for the league title. The number of times Oji go to Oji League say. But only Oji go keep behind the Oji League. What the upper one of the go kino.
Oh, call we born the order na call his speech call or you go give.
Poko meji tumo or going ya.
Speech.
One of us are chance na mano.
We.
Ah.
I call it then the bottle.
And I'm so one cook this chance na mano.
Ken is a better player than we.
But
if he say football to me na mana bia o. Ni hu sa pa we. Akọ na mu timbo bodo we ya catches too.
Or you need the any me be she go no. Need the any go ni share. On found on touches. That is what oye ni ye. But say be ka no. Number 9 for we as maybe a team bia onye na team bia we as ya. Onye na say tintin atwan. Selling Haaland ho ato na me kwa akọ first striker. Obe na tintin atwan me kwa akọ fa no no. E bia ba ya mini currently. Because they think they will be a more Hurricane. But team bia want to have him. But someone Real Madrid want to come for him. And now we've seen him getting angry at Borussia Dortmund defenders because also our share goals and the defenders are failing to defend. Meaning say there is a time beba more production by quick I saw videos in video amount. He was very angry. So Man City defending. And that is exactly what is going to happen on Man City say. In the next summer, Unia will maybe think say so Timiko because Premier League can we win a job done. We are Juma no Bundesliga, we will Premier League, as so called a La Liga no. No Juma. Real Madrid for a Barca for will be there, willing to get him on any day. That a Bernard Tobago could say a kind of.
But we call Germany,
Yaniboga Ninko on Sunday,
and a commodity Simadubi.
On Sunday, Brown.
I mean, call Germany, Rana, a Bogandi.
Germany, Finland, and I say Germany. Finland, and I say Germany. Finland, and I say Germany.
Finland. I be where?
3 days now, 3 wise and was I.
Now, I don't. We try to cry.
70 euro part where you think.
I don't jam on what you say now, but is it was a valuable man?
Baza.
Also, the carpet clean.
No, it's just one of those things. So if you go to Rome, you must do what the Romans. Just by the way, I've just decided to. But me share then time to me time I'll get that done.
Okay. For me, Romu Kakrem say you share discussions and also waha. You didn't come on. Barcelona for no Monya Rodri. Man City so I'm Arsenal from we technical knockout. First half, second half. We are not to move there. Omodumo Mwankasa. Edi Fiero mu kakre na yenhwe sele niam City. Why?
Oguma mencha colleagues or studio ne facha show for anumre we. Kache ko kubara say me we no wanya na ntem na we no twen we ni dia into onya no nya ntem na bibia ne fa. Na e hia de aya de nti. Chama ya no why ntem why? Mencha obia. Kwagu it's quite an interesting summer period and warming up into the leagues. And I think that teams need to be based on friendly games that actually preseason teams now players on call World Cup or buy any how warming up into their effective team. They give me a sign to anticipate our league season at ever starting. Now, starting from Manchester City, any of the things that are transpiring at the moment. I watched the game yesterday against Arsenal. Now, 90 minutes that I watched, I came to one conclusion, just like Kweku rightly said, so we are City supporter, you need to bring up and see that this is the time to accept reality. Again, we are sympathizers out of Team B. And I could do City because the team Enyadi, where Barcelona supporter being an City because of Pep Guardiola's effect. It is time to understand that. So we've said this over and over again. Project be Oshisha, there is a peak period and then a drop period that decline ever back. And we've been out to Manchester City. Now, could mention key factors be payable or Rodrigo. Now, let's expand it from that aspect. So So you to say Manchester City ebebre. I remember I posted results never and people were saying say City they are never and I said I'm good. Honestly, I believe in Enzo Maresca and Man City say they will come good, but the thing is that they are going to have a long ride. Best suffer craft for that in before good normal. But now look at something. Said they not go 82 key personalities be chicken and call Pep and call Rodri Echo. As I perform here and go to the dressing room. Na in the dressing room and Angasanko. Kweku share position by position and department by department. Manchester City lose aside coach, coach even administration wise, or call Rodri Ewon as Obia dressing room or your leader. Nanim kakra nipa wojina ho Bernardo Silva yerefino what two of them a key figure in the dressing room. In the defensive unit, Obakase John Stones more mobile, but he was an important figure in the dressing. These are senior players as they going get tougher when they walk into the dressing room, but they will be able to streamline and just were interested in signing Jordan Henderson, Danny Warbeck at the point that they even wanted John Stones. Not necessarily says I'm going to team, but they believe that they go in and get it tougher. These are boys when they enter, they can call the young guys and tell them, look, guys, we can do it. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Let's put it behind us, concentrate and get the job done. But you see, John Stones in your, Bernardo Silva in your, Rodri in your, Pep Guardiola and Agasansu in your, Enzo Maresca, a young manager. When I say young, not by age, but in terms of Najuma, why he said that he did Kakra Ewo Chelsea and near success in the league. In Europe, he said that we conference league club work up and Wakoja. But this Manchester City dressing room comprised with players, they've seen it all. ABOU Semenyomo, ABOU Magay, any few players, you might be na Enya, Premier League trust, Champions League, be NG, you might say, some of one would be interested or they will be ready to sacrifice, push for more. But ask yourself, majority of the players, more chunk of them have seen sources. And the bad than Eddie, and I think that said the near Mekoni baby or Marshall say Eddie. I remember some months ago, I made mention of this thing, and I rightly said, and I still stand by my position, say, Yenche Manchester United post Alex Ferguson. Yenche Arsenal post Arsene Wenger. Yenche Liverpool. How many years and now take you on Canadians if we take you on Mazan, Jargon Club, even after Jargon Club. The success and never just in 1 year on your league in after OG league media and a slot. I've been a new coach, but the weapon and the preseason in the boy, Casane Yardos, or no crime said the moon and then pick Chelsea for instance. So, like I said, on no more error, but coach is not Maban. 1, 2, no, now TSC, no, we have just like that. It is a big manager, we have big team. No, but it's a project and a 2 years, a project one Wabaya, who whoever succeed, who are going to suffer. And not a better Manchester City. I think that Enzo Maresca is a good coach. He will do a good job for club man, but it's not going to be an easy ride for anybody associated with Manchester City. They should understand, embrace themselves and say, look, baby, to see, reality. Yenye Manchester United, no Omumpo, Etimato, Yenye Liverpool, Omumpo, Etimato, Yenye Arsenal, Omumpo, Etimato, how much more Yen Manchester City. And yet they will find themselves. Sadio Toronto Braka or Zenga said, Bibia one Emre, Syria one Emre, then Usu one Emre. Manchester City for every Pep Guardiola. It is time some Messiah could soon ready Mukakra before Maresca will get time and make sure say Obeshi a year man are fine. Maybe Alex Ferguson can say the more using what if we are 6 or 11 months near Jana Quine. If care is not taken, the same thing in Beto Maresca is one coach, he is indecisive when it comes to which now a matter most. One key decision Ben was against United. It was a game Chelsea were having until the red card came in. One decision or knew how to manage it. By the time I realize, no, destroy team completely. Manchester City supporters, now they've been in winning mentality. The champions, the Premier League back to back. Now, do a coach 5-6 matches, not clear cut plan in your. They are not seeing the results anymore. They will start giving you that pressure and they say, look, you are not the man for the job. And if care is not taking succession plan, so when people want coach for period of 2 or 3, but you keep on changing the managers. It's only Chelsea who keeps changing managers now, keep getting results. All other clubs will not try and time for more in the pre. So we wish him the very best of luck, but I think that season waste. It is Manchester. Let me chip this in. I am sorry to say, Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal team, no history very repeating how they will not be able to win the Premier League. They will not be able to defend it. Early days, start here, more game. I know they will come after me. Arsenal supporters after me. They won't be able to. History no. Okoji community shade now. Untimen GP. And right now, I was asking myself, don't they know Sakes now they want to rewrite and say records are there to be certain to be broken to be breaking record. That's fine by me. Mikel Arteta leading your Arsenal for them to lose. So all other coaches normally talked about this, so I will not want to repeat myself in it. But at the end the community shield tells me say Sakes now also community share the next season ultimately end defense and I think that Arsenal just putting the target corner. That's what I'm saying. I don't see them winning the Premier League aside. It's material wise, Arsenal every department and watching Mas Lewis Kelly in future. It's a position and I just feel so happy. And then a young boy over there from Greece, Zolis. The name.
Yeah, Zolis.
He's playing Arsenal, and as Steve said, after what years. That is a new player who joined the club. But anytime Arteta ever send just know the Arsenal team. At their first, now Arsenal ended that winning mentality. Our dressing room say, me a cycle. We are capable, we beat me. Now they were lacking that, but to say they've won the Premier League after 2 or so years, and they have that in the dressing room. They were able to tell themselves, yes, it's me, now let's go for it. And I know deep down within every Arsenal next season, and our season I ever started weekend, the target for Arsenal most Champions League. They will have divided attention on the Premier League into okay, about semi-final, the about through final. One who should be thinking of winning. The last time I any graph now from quarter-final, semi-final, final. So if it's going to continue on that sequence, it means that they are just a step away. And physically, if they put something, I think that another DM man, MU Arsenal team league, different. When you pick Chelsea, I've watched from pre-season. And when you Mashabi Alonso, some of the games, no, or say, go on here, or say Facebook petition, but how are they wrapping up? How two sides and how he handle AC Milan? Actually, say, on also Kakranka is getting his boys together. I saw Kweku on his page now, all kind about Carlo Ancelotti and João Pedro. That I think in I can't pass. Maybe Ancelotti will be you keep on biting the fingers to say, I made a mistake. Trusting Igotia in certain players ahead of João Pedro. Say one or naturally say league, say starting. But open players as you see, you beat me. I can say face of the Premier League next season. You beat my bomb. If all the same form, will be contention. And wow, just like somebody posted some few days ago, say Chelsea for to outside England, no more to in every pre-season. Try England be more because they are not playing any European game. Match is internal and more enough rest to prepare of new coach about Drew. He has that winning mentality. He's played in a league now a monopoly league by Munchen for no edge, even if it is not Bayern. Dortmund will be a team knock it down. But for Liverpool, unbeaten every actually what he is capable of. And about Chelsea, one thing about him, and they say even when they are down, they still believe that they have what it takes to push and do something small for themselves. Or players are in the system now. They will only need time to adjust, and they are good to go. It's been a good preseason for them, and I think most of that it's going to be a very good season. Now, surprisingly, Manchester for preseason now is smooth. I watched their first game against West Ham or Helsinki, or Park, so and watch him now a first friendly game in the preseason. Tina win team can't be born, but it wasn't convincing. MON-FRI on started the but preseason United support is good, not because team when you must be but one problem is that I'm already now so on last week
and one I almost how no
which be a man be a Manchester for and how what they told in China. I think that my current team they've done some important for me as the United best player ever preseason. Yes, he's a new boy from Chelsea. Why do you club? But United Bobo now Santos plays as if he even been with him for a couple of and our Premier League experience. That is one thing what Manchester United said. Oman company free baby. The next player MON-FRI another player with Premier League experience, and these are the Manchester added up. Yes, they need many preseason. It was 1 or 2 years. So last season it was in Memo, any such common attack and sometimes, and if Bruno will be able to give 70-80% of what he did last season, form now distraction now everybody so we maybe a Premier League now Kakra or Premier League so Kakra award the Champions League, but that not said I think that they still have an organized side that they will be able to compete and compete so now United are coming me last week
yeah take mommy and I'm good in common I'm say I was a mekosi maduba
celebrate ya wo ba o mani sika ebona konma obeye nkwan papa ede ama and oh ba do mani sika ebona konma pastor obeye ode ama and ye wo ba papa sika ni bi no ba kakra wo de be ma no kwekuba ba fie aduane a waye so no you ask yourself me come ja kon 1000 Ghana de to ana sana Barcelona for it yo mu yezi one Laporta ni de ko omo ye oba pa owo fie a akon na ni 50 Ghana but obe fie adwuma kwaku no a young choir a weighty 500 Ghana and the SO. So let them enjoy quality addition into the food. Just like you rightly said, injury free and about an medium umpire at least will be to my almost 60-70% of Mapuna for season. If he's going to stay fit, I think that league in India, Jose Bruno and Abba never married for now in competition. So the target is the Champions League. And if you have Rodrigo every in your dressing room, all the midfielders on one Pedri, Nick, Gabi, and Frankie de Jong, I am rare. What in the experience will be right in the dressing room? I think that Barcelona also be in a good competition this season. They will be able to challenge so for the UEFA Champions League.
Mate, but what Carlos Queiroz on common? What it is on them?
Opening.
As a baby, na is it a bad thing? Be obebana. What was with me that more in Ghana because are they?
No, he's not a man for the job.
Convince me Kakra
coach the teams now we're coaching national teams now more kind of World Cup now and you lose ratio now that was in the win ratio. Or better Black Stars now and boy go winning the doors and we lose say World Cup now you can't depend anything on World Cup now. Yes, and why Panama?
Yeah.
Black Stars say Panama. You can call World Cup match say we can't run there or more Brazilian say that. E you to add one say Panama. One kobo coach na kobo bra papa bi o say Panama no say obo draw against England. E bia e no na mbeka say moya but football draw we obo draw only Croatia say Colombia say entia dia why ya say obo for match na we need back on elusu 2 head draw back on one score up to 4%. nti sɛ wadwuma na oyɛ sɛ amfo na nto de oyɛ yɛ no ho ne yɛgyina de ama kan oyɛ Black Stars na kwaku an score 50%. Nti ade nti no sɛ yɛ Black Stars ne again ni age any baby a wadu ne adwuma na yɛ pɛ sɛ yɛ no for I think that there are so many good coaches and we are active when they have vast experience. If you're pagan and you for foreign, I mean, let's go out big. Slavko Dalic and the number Wajai Croatia, the man at Okweku, or Befa Croatia. One of us share project any baby or the Croatia for Bible. Let's go out big. If it must be done well. Young Kofanemra. Normally, even if not Slavko Dalic, there are other competent young coaches on my age in the world for my big age. Memo be about this MON-FRI. I didn't know internet.
By the assistant coach in all these are going to have Tony Bonidia. And I'm on better than
I am a fan of this MON-FRI. Or starting out about from year campaign man. Say I'm fan of 20 and my can be. But the Black Stars there's MON-FRI and in film who own thing. I said, yeah, to me say, yeah, 10 years project. It will do 5 airport. That time more good. Obey to my back. Send me, you say, yeah, qualify for AFCON. Go brow AFCON and say, I demand in this MON-FRI. Tia.
Ate, special. Yabaza Casa, Diana, Warro, who you are. Now, what was in Bizarre or Finland and now Germany?
No, more Germany. More Germany, you see.
What?
And then my heroes name right now, find them in the why.
I don't watch you. Why?
I can I am with man.
The bad then I'll come once a might grow.
Come over and I no idea. So, ocean now, so with the animal can was here.
That's how the judgment.
And no, I can say, oh, mammy pressure.
Okay, so down now. Why?
And me come up here, you want pin for me, I talk for any Black Kwame, and then the general manager, ABOU, and she'll be a
Mate.
Catch said, you do on one tea or Batimanka.
Yo, Mate, dear lawyer, the special one in Ramo, Germany, and you could deem Como, Ewo Hono, Mamin Kona Simadu, meaning Como, Ewo Gentleman Dental Clinic, Coma Sue Embra. May Bape, a message is run out of my babaking, kind of your room, now if you not to us, your basis here.
And in tea, say a seno problem Bahua. Bomodiane kohu dentist. Debi ka every year. As I say to me kohu dentist 2 times. This year say to me Maya. Bomodiane bra na ye comprehensive examination e wo no mo. Ne e wo no mo no bia na ye behu na ya so ano ntem. Say de be ya e ka as I say obo ho ana pain yawa as I say wo fam e wo se no no ni nyina na watumi avoid it. Ye Kumase Bantama Abepo Junction total filling station o na ye branch no so ebi e wo Atonsu High School Junction traffic light na say enti me the numbers no ebe tudwa bomodia na fa numbers no mo hwe no TV ni so betima fa no screen so na bright gentleman dental clinic na yenye esene ho adwuma emfama abu ene pese edin komo fa overcrowded titi ho na enipa bebre ewo sa problem no na ubehwe obi enum no na ne se no aye prekesen ese no aye bebre ewo enenum enti so hwe Seno TV so on say healthy teeth and eguso no.
Yeah.
That is the first image on the top left no. Nti esen say we penimu a 16 upper, 16 lower. Say each opposing teeth bia etimi ehia na etumi ewesa aduane kama. But then on say your DNA determines your tooth formation. Your tooth size and then tooth structure. Even say enamel no, you can't enamel na fita na wo no TV so no. Fita na edura ho no. Nipedua part ni na it is the hardest human body part. Din. Sebeye din, sebeye mre no. Your DNA no. To say the entire molecules ni na no. DNA no and I hold all the instructions no. But your gene no, genetic no, is a section of the DNA.
Yeah.
There was certain type of gene bi ho no ma. O ma me a wa wo ana papa wa ode wa ba wiase no. Sa gene ni bi eba wusu mu a ebetumi ama ose no either say ebetechema ana say ebeye bibi e ho eni ti say o maame ana o papa wo hu oba bi opese okoware no na o chesi no eye ni DNA ni nyina na odi ko chesi eno sana oba na ono so be responding na chi ono so be mother a produce a child no ono so e de ne DNA na e be responde nti se omo nyina ehyiam na omo start se omo wo a ubetumi I inherited sa genetic factors bi nyoma bi afi wo parents ho eni nti se wo maame ejo size no esua na pantan no esua enye de eye wide ni bia but oh papa de ne se no or large tooth ne se no soso automatically ubetumi anya overcrowding teeth the entini say ese no enyini no fight for space say baby tooth no etutu na permanent tooth no apia ni nyina ebe fight because of say any enough space ebetumi ama ese no etumi align asaso kama ninti no ubo say ebi akodi animu na ebi akodi akire na ebi achiacha eba sa na ya na ema nipa ne confident no ya na ekofom afeso so no sebia abofra ne se etutu too early abofra bi wonu ma time a esesen kan sin tuni etutu too early na won say esen so say ba kutu kra the adjacent one no e drift eba we no ebe cover space it eba sa na permanent teeth na esese eno ekire na pie ba no na we na blocking no na afi esese ono so epe ba bi foforo efa so epie anase se bia eseno obo no ma ne se no so eche bebre ansana ni baby tooth no astarte se fifi se oseni che bebre ansana o baby tooth no etutu o senke tutu at the normal time no eba sa na permanent tooth na eba no eno so nya baby emfa na no so efa baby foforo ana ade ba ko ha adwene o se from age 9 abu ebepem 17 years o se sa period no na aya wisdom teeth you can wisdom teeth the last section of the molars esini die twato pa no na won say your friend wisdom teeth because on say at that age from 17 to 25 years unyansa ba no ni ade ye link say because of that period na eba nti no your friend wisdom teeth wisdom teeth ni pie ba no and also struggle because enya space na say edipie no eti push against other molars na ewo ho no a good point to be because from age 9 for me from 7 to 9 years that period no now started say for me under but then every teenage age no 17 years no na figure now started say or try say obepi but oba no aba bepem silly no ogams no eti nipa bebre obi ehwe me obi etie me oh said the last session no or time of pericarditis ye ka pericarditis any say no to me eswele na no it was no complain say ne sa ne part no ne dodo mo no ne ya o tipen mu na so tie a procavity style hopa because it create flap ama aduane a wodi ni ebi ko hwehwe sa ntokro ne mu nti obo okra odidi wi agi so to ne bo ase eyiyi food particles na akohwehwe ne flap ne mu ne wisdom teeth no tubo yinyina ansana ne ho atimi ato no enye sa obo se obie na no na okasa na foul bread pampan efremu ba eti abasa bo se bo kwa na echia other ones no eti enyini na de pressure ne eban fresh nti no
Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Daniel. Congratulations to Arsenal for beating Man City and a grand star in a community show yesterday. Watch you live from Monsieur a month from North Field. But Fakye, the show is really on fire today. Fantastic analysis about standard. In my view, Manchester City is no longer a strong title contender after losing their midfield balance. And Pep Guardiola, no Enzo. Now Enzo faces a big challenge rebuilding that area. There is a Lampard. Jukwa Domiabra in the central region and on the fear by. Hi Abu, good evening to you and your crew. And I'm Kwabina Nature from Doma and Sisishu. If Barcelona stop their transfer today, I hope Barca fans will be okay for that. Don't forget to send my special greetings to my Barca fans at Doma and crew, Carles Pap. Keep up the good work and all. Good afternoon, great Abu. I'm so say to Mugabe watch you live from a Sweet Sports show. Live at Droboso. Hold on, Abu is your boy there, Piero from Abuase Patakro. Fakye Sports is the top sport in Ghana. Abu, please, can you telecast one of these league for us? Turkish League, Netherlands League, or the Portuguese League? Chama Ghana League. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Mafo from Nkoko. How can I join your group? You better not na. Yasha say doing common idea. Please, afternoon. Sometime is going on, but people don't know. In fact, Champions League is going for Madrid. The other Babi Ramu no. And I was good afternoon, Abu. Monday's edition of Fakye Sport is airborne as usual. At my Abu, don't break a bird's wing, then tell it to fly. Don't break a heart, and then tell it to laugh. Don't break a soul, then tell it to be happy. Don't see the worst in a person and expect them to see the best in you. Don't judge people. Expect them to stand by your side. Don't play with fire and expect it not to get burned. Life is about giving what you hope to receive. Respect aims, respect kindness inspires kindness. Love nurtures love. The way you treat other often shapes the way they respond to you. Is Obari Mati? Need the other no. Good afternoon, Abu. My name is Abu Bakar. This season commentary on Barcelona matches will be sweetest of all time. Pedri, Rodri, Pedri. Unless FIFA allow Madrid to use two goalkeepers. The other no. And good afternoon, Abu. We know how Ruben Amorim coaches. He will place at 15th. My name is Gideon, and I'm watching you live from Macro. Good afternoon. Liverpool will crunch the Premier League title this very season. Once a cope, always a cope. Form is temporary, but class is permanent. From Nana watching controller inside Kofoidia or Krasin or the Fieba Eberam. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. My name is Faro from Akuradakon. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Barca will surely win the UCL this season. Hashtag Rodri. The other Baby Ram. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm watching you live from Santasia Pre. In this type of football, and Manchester City will play part there. Enzo Maresca will be sacked by November ending. The other band. Good afternoon, Abu. My name is Lyrica, watching you live from Asim Fozu. You guys are doing a great job, and I wish us good afternoon. More update on Real Madrid. My name is Koba, and I wish us Visca Barca. I'm Ice Money from Yamransa, and more update on Alvarez to Barcelona. And we welcome Rodri, the Alonso, Ereba Babi Ramu Wahanoma. Good afternoon, Abu. I like the way you are analyzing the performance of midfielders who are managing clubs. I'm truly a Manchester United fan, but I don't see Michael Carrick as a successful manager because he was a midfielder. Gattuso has also failed as a manager. Masha from Umema Hafo. And on the banner, was a good evening, Abu. Simeone, Johan Cruyff, Carlo Ancelotti, Luis Enrique, Zinedine Zidane, Antonio Conte, Ronald Koeman, Kenny Dalglish, Didier Deschamps were all good players who became good coaches. Xavi, Carrick, Arteta, Fabregas are becoming good coaches. That coach is not born with you, so Bebriuma, Edino, Oma Moto, Bebriuma, is that Didier Deschamps? What happened? My member maybe Prince Anochi Balotelli. My other Balotelli in the message room. I'm here King Kana. Member of Medin Komo Kaka. Also good afternoon, bro. Man City will suffer under Maresca. Established players who uphold the team, and these players were being led by the super coach Pep. But let's ask ourselves, although Maresca has proven to be that good coach, can he contain and command the boys at Man City? They got tired and thirsty for years. Pep came to raise them, but it will be difficult for Maresca to get to the top as Pep rose them. The other bar, every round on Yamba Fiona, Yamba Medin Como, na Eres and Yama, is here ne Adia. Na, Ere, Krobia Kumasi Asante Krokumu, David Obinyako, David we don't know Branson. Branson is that Bibi Kaho?
Yeah, Bibi Kaho. Branson partnership manager also.
Okay. So now we didn't come on area found the kind of on TikTok band and near the number Bontene at the ano. Mamma Conamin could take a crack. See you share players on all kind at the job.
I'm going to check this out. And yet, they be like so. Basically, post to approve mommy. For example, TikTok, yeah, okay. There are certain ways if you use on TikTok, you'll be banned, right? Exactly. So if TikTok has those regulations, as a club, we also have same regulations. Thank you. So thank you.
The no command to you after no, and I know teaching with the ma players no be professionals. And also see deal on commodity.
The brands and partnership manager for some.
The no here command the ABOU to Jania the egg tinkler. Any coach and mama coach a cast area far your league and also your Ghana league in the heavens a quino it will be trapper. Now Mamen Konamin coach you coach Kaka.
Grow that way. I think Mediama is the only club really at the moment that has decent training facilities, whereas majority of the other clubs really struggle. So, there's still a lot of work and a long way to go here in Ghana for them to get to the level or the standard that you would see in the likes of Cameroon, South Africa, Algeria, Tunisia, as examples, Egypt. But the talent that exists here in Ghana is massive.
No. They be do sa level no kwai no wakakra. Na after no and you be san is a expectation. There no expect from team ya na wa baba be fenonzo no say no bomb de church asem.
I think the modern game is demand now, or the expectations of all club owners is success, and obviously that is what the club wants, and that's also what I want. I came here to be a successful coach. I came here to try and get this club qualify again for the Champions League. But the club is well aware of the challenges that they face, both financially, also in terms of infrastructure, looking to try and create an environment that is more professional. We've had to deal with a lot of indiscipline at the club, and I think a lot of that stems from a number of factors, and the club is aware of that. So I think I will be judged obviously on results and performance, but at the same time the club is well aware of the difficulties that we face.
Kraha to folk paying pie. Muse last week or the we can like a tighter or banner or baby far players be my fiado. But we also videos in the Maminti a large kaka na me head the academy to us. Maminti a large kaka na.
I'll use this particular forum. A lot of people for the past number of years, when you just hear, I like the theater. And in fact, maybe it was miscommunication. And I want to say it on authority here today, since it's an opportunity given to me. I can't remember the last day we met this way. So I wanted to use this opportunity to say to the supporters, if really what they heard that deep down my heart, I knew very well I did not insult anybody. The only thing that they heard was, said Many supporters, the brain behind the whole issue. If you go to Happy FM, you can get the tip and you know what it is. But whatever be the outcome, if they still I insulted them, I will use this opportunity to say I'm sorry.
No, but what would you mean who be there? What is here the maiden edition of Northern Elite Invitational Cup ever? I'm watching on a chassis, not in teams in there. On a bebo. Two group in our Karela United, Wapa, Yapi United, Group B Northern City, Brekum City, Sankara National, and Steadfast. Oh, do you mean? So for now, you go no.
I go and I go. I thought for who
They have the teams in our there, or Monzo Bobby. We are now well organized competition, some invitational tournament here, born with Sunyane. And over said they na teams in on almost year near man city. I told you that if you have a bit do baby, no. So what's our mobile boy invitational tournament? So I cry, and also I cry based teams, you know. The INA they go top for no gua na guno. Mamen ko Tamale Mrana mene Al Hassan Suhini. Ni nkomo kakra na mbisa no we no ho asem no ncheche mu bibia ebe koso ne ade alaza bibia boko de alaza temenka o mehe obaso amene ne be ono
hello
yeah alaza tamale boko de
hello
alaza temenka hello alaza temenka Alaza, Otemenka. Oh, now straight on. No sign, Brana.
Hello.
Alaza, is there Otemenka? Hello, Alaza. Okay, Mammy, here, I'm in you with your banner. Yeah, here now, for your community in common. I'm born the 23rd. That's Sunday we have 23rd August. Oro ani chioma friend match kesi be koso mi am kombekum old players no ene ati apiti team na dey bebo ani so exactly 3 p.m. Vein on here brekum Miss Park and I am was Sunday game no Japan akoso di it was afro bi as a momra na mama metechi na brekum old players association ne ati apiti the friendly game no be dem pa na yenko support ni ade CEO former CEO Thomas Tiasai ato many guys in Chiamo pa. Gwagu, Brame, Alasa Bana, Mahesi meeting in the room, Akubiana in Kom. Alasa Bibiabo called there.
All is well, Mr. Abu.
Yeah, now Tamale to say, I was there at this time around invitational tournament. And my name said I want to share visit. Anyone come across, say now on common city.
Okay, good evening to you, and then good evening to all your listeners, and good evening to all the sports people. Thank you very much for having me on the show today. Of course, the maiden edition of the Northern Elite Invitational Cup is set to kick off tomorrow at the Nobisco Field here in Sampale. And of course, it's promised to be an interesting pre-season tournament involving 7 season tournaments that we designed to give our clubs based here the opportunity to access their clubs and also test the new players that they bought during this particular transfer window, and also give them the opportunity on how they can prepare adequately for the upcoming season. So we have clubs from Northern region, clubs from Upper East, and then we also have clubs from Upper West. So these 7 clubs will form the core part of the Northern Elite Invitational Tournament. So we haven't 7 clubs that will be taking part in this particular edition. Primarily, it was supposed to be more than that, but we know that Tamale City and Real Tamale United, they participated in the Division 1 League Super Cup. So they are on their way returning to Tamale, and then they can just arrive and then prepare to take part in this particular tournament. So apart from RTU and then Tamale City, we have Sankara Nationals, we have Steadfast, we have Northern City, we have Wapawa, we have Brekum City, and we have Karela United, who will be headlining this particular tournament. for us to see how the clubs can test each other and then fine-tune their teams ahead of the upcoming season.
Now, a lot of boy kaka tournament we know he for the Ababe Bazia or more organized he for the Regional Football Association there or not the regional as a pinfobina shares there was or Moody Weber.
The issue is that most of our clubs here they usually find it difficult to get competitive teams to prepare for their upcoming season. So it's just an organization between the clubs that we have here, all the Division 1 league clubs, and then Kerala United. They came together to make sure that this tournament will be a team of will become success at the end of the day, so that they can always be to fine-tune their teams before the season kickoff.
Okay.
So it's not the Regional Football Association nor any FA. It's just the clubs that are coming together to make sure that they can test each other well before the season actually starts.
Okay. So the venue again, the
venue is Northern School of Business Field, Maybe School.
Okay.
And then the game will start tomorrow, God willing.
A shall say time being a Paku time, may they be our normal Zambabo matches,
Actually, it's a 4-day tournament. So the games will kick off tomorrow at 8 a.m. Northern City will play the first game for City in Group B. Then later at 10 a.m., Sankara Nationals will host Steadfast FC. And then later at 3 p.m., the last game of tomorrow, Kerala United will also host Wa Power. That will be the game for tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, August 19, Bekum City at 8 a.m. will host Steadfast FC. DIABY United at 10 a.m. will host Kerala United. And then Northern City later on Wednesday at 3 p.m. will also host Sankara National. Then 20th August, Wa Power will play DIABY United in Group A. Sankara Nationals at 10 a.m. will host Bekum City in Group B. And Steadfast FC will also play Northern City, the last game of the day on Thursday. So with the semi-finals and the finals, we know that the groups are put into two. So the winner of Group A will play the runner-up in Group B for the semi-final, and the winner of Group B will also play the runner-up in Group A for the second semi-final game. And then the winners will play the final on August 22nd.
Ate era sepa ye need the bibi aso ye beba on our report be ade ama ye you know your result na e be sha say na manya successful tournament why
yo
at ye ni alasa no there another one we division 1 for the premier for na kaboma omoyo kwawu
my day one fixtures about
Ghana Premier League you know my day one fixtures
about
and for 2 men na on yini ehwe na ma uze Venus bi nso aba
there be na me bisa so ombebo him ombo Golden City
Brekum Golden City back
bo Golden City me dia tum tie ba na omayi
okay
ombo
they are fourth na na be sha say
they started fifth
wow
fifth and sixth Dreams FC ne medium match do ma postpone.
So now small share we no so na mo fantum mai why na ye hwe ne hu ma di one fixtures no
na ya na omoye si ye dey
dey
te omoye nyoma na aya na most at times ya kwadro na ase dey omoye graphics no
ade dey na
Premier League background English Premier League obi o bi anim say English Premier League background tu ko time we dey beto so aya amunya isa ade na amoye now
tila say see yeah, referee mistake.
Sometimes the last time I saw a big team of Krumba, I think it was House of Folk. No, I'm my day flyer. Now background, no who said Tottenham as a demo. You don't do that. Someone said, "Man, I'm on ya munjai." Over come say now be a juma. That be a yaneza. I am munya na munya no way. Don't create team one more day. Na munya nenya fefe. Simple as that.
The officials on the day one in here.
Yeah. What city near MCR good? Live no you know.
Your mom you know.
Okay. And that's all me.
That's all. And I was here. Mom you know was here.
And a house of folk and church how much in your life? I life. Okay,
I know your life. Now DBB
Chelsea then kotoko then in your life.
In your life DBB Asante kotoko.
Master TV. So must start it because we work ra. You are crying, you didn't mess them complete. Of us are starting. Yeah. You have my basic for Konya.
And on my venues now, my GDR too. Na yɛhwɛ no so so hwɛ Aliu Mama Sports Stadium, Tamale Accra Sports Stadium, University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Legon Dance Park, BBNE, Senche Sports Arena, Samurai Boy, TNA Sports Stadium, Takwa, Nana Fosuji Abobe Chim, AAK the second Sports Arena, Baseke, Tuba Street F, NFA, Brekun Golden City Park, Babara Sports Stadium, Pando Sports Stadium, Nana Boama Dakon the second park, Kukran Tumi. Na Linkri Sports Stadium oboase enti no the omajedia too no
the version is me the aduana ni ba bi bobo for now
the ayi there now ya hu za ayi
so ayi there bi dey ba hu say about ayi
including
the city park version how be city park aku no man bi o aya na ojino ho awon tia aku means me wet me ba we no so but me witness say but a player be a contract that me who be that na ma who be a and anka metimi aka same way so I want to give them the benefit of the doubt but for the players here permission to do TikTok live videos or bars money ade no club no ne be kire say mo betimi ana montimi and TikTok live na support 100% but kwakwa different from image right
for sure
o contract mu dia because then some no can say they pay them for their image right no I beg to differ no correct
na Ghana team be
they pay them for the services they render to the club
by image right
image right and there but so mamu IB screenshot bi o me mamu IB ni bi o they don't be e 5 free near din komo they can say image writer I'm always in this mood when I see people, I mean, so better doing these things. But the only thing our players they are being treated like this is because they don't learn. Young players, no, additional from not to disrespect them.
Sometimes they know more. You see, it's all OTA. On to say Kylian Mbappe. Had they on married for me. Sure. On image right. Sure. Who's a crewman? Problem back why party to football lesson. Who was a crewman? Penny Vijay will be so crabby moadiano. No, I could challenge you.
Of course.
Is that we are okay? So when you play, be no so yes and no. Or my image right, and then I need sign contract and count on the idea. I didn't know be challenge your man. Obe won se mebeba.
Obe wako and when a team kese ko to ko you don't want to challenge.
Amon kasa problem.
Any limited intimate you can say this thing but don't bring image right. You pay them because of their image right. They don't pay the player because of their image right. They pay the player because of what they render to Kotoko. David is a big man. He knows these things more than I do. I expect him to know better. I'm talking about these things. You can't say image writer. When a footballer signs with a club, there are two primary revenue streams: salary for playing services, and not because pure players for not their image rights. And image right payment for promotional use. Clubs often negotiate image right agreements to use the player's image in merchandising, TV ads, and promotional campaigns. However, players can also retain their right to control their image separately, enabling them to negotiate personal endorsement deals outside of the club partnership. The bigger the player's profile, the more valuable their image rights become. Nanti David I boy do some no image right. Not because to your place because they shouldn't do those things. We love the kind of job or the mass and the kotoko. You need judgment on more. They are doing well. They are bringing their professional touch to the club, but they shouldn't do this in family players. The players are players that they are vulnerable. It's the more reason why you people on the side know the players are vulnerable. The chances and opportunities are very limited. Into Nabia, what fun say I had the audio debate and the only reason why you almost are, but they shouldn't do these things. Image right, me a pure players can you pay
a different
thing. It's more yes, I know. Go ahead and Mbappe. Many so the numbers of sign now was image right.
One says, no, Nabusiano, a map in Nabusiano image right among Scar. At the mono to me, oh, what couple group picture crowd.
Also, a issue with Mano. Now because you made right now to your place. There be no yes, sir.
Do Kokudu on the ebi mu nim
mo mo nyɛ saa de
e kroma asem no wagu eye kom ne a wo kyerɛ na me agree to
yeah players no near point or my build or move to a level that me attracted that nyoma no I can still give you the chat to her. I was willing to give a player a contract. He was playing for Kotoko. Willing to give him the contract. It was about boot or Beshe. And we wanted him to do a video that he buys from our shop, and we are giving him 3 boots every month. And in Kobusa Omo, and I was like, do you know what you are doing? Did they give you contract? The same say you made right, no made piamo and answer day. This is your personal something. The whole brand of Market Kotoko, they don't provide you guys boots. And I told with Makotoko players.
No.
Into what is this thing about? Gloves or much church and you say a man for yard, but man for. So make mama chatting because of being man yet. I was persistent on the person. And all the two I know this year, and at the point I was and Yamina me babe how because this is something to help you at least. So to boot to be a 600 CDs, 700 CDs. Now your mouth be a boot to be a boot to me and son in a manta. So if you are not willing to accept that, who cares? Your shop, your 2 boot together. So I don't even have to worry myself. It was me wanting to give you that role. So when I hear brand ambassador to get boots be here, the new boots buy the back room. But if you are not willing to do, then fine. Into image right salary and your pet. They know better. They should know better. These are the kind of things that we need to tell our people. I know they will come at me, but I don't care. No cray, and toy be no cray back. Image right and a salary and your pay. Unless Kotoko will play a beer, but be almost the same say or more do image right.
Yeah, no, ye Chiahoka.
Ye Chiahoka.
The last time, Komobina Namin Udino. ABOU, you crazy, you'll beat me not as your person sign. I mean, the opposite no can. There, image right. If you all could make Kazamuna Montanasana, say over 50% over 5. Of course. And yet, pictures crown. And yet, a bit Nana, a Wadibiso, what perfumes, of course, Untimim Post BBB. Yeah. So now I say me na chama edi hu come about YouTube near the adi. And no bomb was no transfer for. Yeah. Na me dini na account. So at the end of the month be as come nya o social media no. Wo se ma me nya sa content na month be as na metimi nya to betimi ni ma che. No wa ma me bia na say o for ni na. Ene me transfer 24/7 na me to na me ye de ma. Image right the nya simple sa o. Akọ mu ni no mu ntimi nka. E kroma na no.
De ko so mu ni ma de ohun. Enu to de bia me ka say yen sore nkotena sore demo nye hiriba banko denya nyamya yade when we know the right things that we are not doing. I'm not saying me nye obi ametene we are saying na me pa na mentene but there are certain things that you can see ni pa oye the fact that obi ni made no me nya ne konso na me mu no
oro ye baby efi no saa
me if ndina da bia me kwa man for shop a da bia o mo say na ye kan de boa de wo ye na watua me nsrento so na say me ne wonni ho nkomo bia brutu I will definitely get you at my corner. That is how I operate. It's me ba na wo to na me na say 1 cedi na da ma 50 cedis I will pay one day nya wo wabusu ani wadamfo be ba me ho obehia me services me so me de be shem. That is how I operate. But me fa kwa mi so na me nya wo nyoma ani gwan say oye say me use me intellectual property ma dwen na ya ade ama na me say me charge you say how are you to tell me say yes and sit here? So don't tell the players say or me image right to omuntina odu omoga whatever. Image right. Say na players they are not big enough. So munya big players in big. They are not big. On this man I share a rectangular interview. Or interview no in South Africa. We are sure say be so keep permission one penny for. Say who do you go interview? Because the more can they say this one he seeking permission. And no interview. So once you keep permission, Mama Young Colana Sadam Kase, coach in the Muntim. If you are protecting the brand of the club, coach in the first point of protection, that's all the man because the brand or a top 10 players in now. To win some tattoo almost. Monstatu almost. Or maybe be almost permit. And I make can say major to Musa. Oh, major to Musa. And you know, or more yard the TikTok life near the idea in players near and yet. Then you say, "Plus, I no mutetos na somewhere you go need a public appeal. Mutetos na."
But I don't say be a new ones no mo di omo ba na omo ni omo. this sign is how we
okay
etrio muska
bia
on a no
ntina me kasa se ntina on start say me hwe kotoko contract muda intimi nkasa sia na yesi but say enimu a no mo mfam boys ne me fa sa no ma we mu and me bia me issue wo all cast they pay them because of their image right. That is one more issue. And you're not correct. You don't pay the players because of their image right. You pay them because of the service they render to the club. Now, I kind of kruma or kill Piano Namway, because sign for the image right. But no, so mobile until I'm fan. Until young image right in here because sometimes you so on in crop or most man endorsement. Then I'm fan. La kumzi ana mko fano baby jo nam aya or the appeal mako fano
arati your what to say now why did he functional
intino mo yes I expect them to do things better omo ye no ma ye omo ye ade pa but omo nya ade omo ye kwaku clubs no ho omo ehu players hu na administrators ni hu and the more reason why e bre ga kana gu oko kan omo ntiase o by gaka no agu je ntia agu ni yese kwaku the thing that is supposed of them they are not being able to do and for that reason and mo mugu ye ka se bibia agu a enye se wo se etinkom ntie dentina ka se agu the function at the core say ye no se me ni wo ka say na metimi de me be ma jonso a na metimi va anwo ba mentimi va anaze mentimi va nya de yese me ye ka dwonso no ho a me be ma na nwu ye
we akọ ne krachi dada
nti se me ko kasa obe ma wu ntimi va anwo anaze be se bi enye bi anoma bi na se ya ampa test a kire sa ampa de no ntimi va nya adwuma maka bone
dabi
over the period atrese ga kanagu what is expected no ntimi ye fighting for the clubs are they able to fight for the club they can't do it agu okawe ya ga kafo no nya ade na wa be kasa media me ametia yi me na maka kire has vogue omo nyu omo mfiri na ka motofo ni
omo yi omo avu nkobo ayi invitational tournament bi o Accra
amanfo ani abiro you are not being serious then they get into the time where they now they get in because you are not serious when they are even down you don't fight for them because more 7 masters more 7 GF4 but on a normal level so we shemu pa nin koma ya tete from Gaka now it should be a pressure group giving pressure to the Ghana Football Association to treat the clubs well and na Gaka ye yes amasa na moye wo GF ho ne ade no tele be ya mbanya control ne ade ko ka mo ntiase Ndiagu I'm very happy say the clubs are seeing the light now memo bia mfa wo hye ba bi nya wo say the bot tournament bia bra hwe ni mo you can organize your own tournament na ye kra say be na me edimi organize gales a ontimi mo ndimi ye bi kefefefe si wo sunyane kefefefe na esi wo Samurai Boy and his other clubs but the team from outside the Babebo okay but some wo feel even some trophy akura call last 2 years I celebrated my birthday at Samurai Boy only feel me feel here which is not tournament what ya na mo ya nyoma biaza
eduzo omo bebo na clubs and bia
obi a preso obeso be konsentire ho na okobo ma me ncha me papa
ezo ayi this is me de ma bebo na aduana so beko
nka he aduana bo invitational tournament osunya so invitational tournament obi yeso osan ko dey no osan ko they will give you match a quality match or ma quality field oba what the hotel papa what the papa when referees are na rush some person could these matches we are doing things what to ya ga ka anya hwia we ya since njofo na egu gaga mwana mugumo ti mu koso na monye no mana amoye na ana osi mu coach ne se dey
coach sika monye some vetranti
ohun say aya na da bia me ka kire mu say abrabo ya yebu no kre eye ba akopɛ the fact me brand no me boss no enkyere sɛ wo ya ade na enye na me hu sɛ ade a ye nya mintimi nka nkyere because bia I sat here and told you say Ghana call World Cup ya nya hwe mo say ye win match
why na is on going anywhere
say we win Panama na mo say ya ade ye call World Cup mo say Ghana ko ye hwe na Ghana funi na say recover fi Ghana and no buy na yesi wa ya ade And no na ma wa pija ni sika ni mo.
What is why?
Ah, na person me nyase me. Interview now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the first gentleman of the land. Hey, I said, okay. If you return the coach here in your year, the next time you can go and do well. Malai. People say, "As a meboa, oh my cat must walk away." And this say, "Oh, Jessica, be odi this awaji, mo mano." The boy walk boy deserve such kind. Mo mano. You can't sound chiremo amudi amose mo mpe. There be a young control in chiremo.
Hey, Mate, watch you live from Seria Mechabu. You do all. I usually follow you sport all the time. I'm Dos Santos. Get you up. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Mary from Kumasi. My darling club Liverpool don't even know. They don't have a right wing winger. Please ask your panel of who should replace him. Then I was good evening, Fakye. But please, more Chelsea news. Aramalawa from Nsuate. This is on Nsuate. Dear Kroko ladies and gentlemen, Fakye Sport Papa. Good afternoon, Abu. There is no guarantee that you go wake up tomorrow. You must always thank God. God bless you and your crew. From Lampa, Kwauno Deba, Ebe Ramo, and I always saw a birthday wish, but my hunin. Now, it was good afternoon, Fakye TV. This says Cyril. Watch you live from Kofoidi Asokori in the Eastern region with my Betty Skelewu. More update from the camp of Chelsea. Now, Chelsea, what does it to ball in the way more person more ton? Omo we no more, omo shares no more, on the ma sa clear league. What I want come on. Reporter Bob, I don't know. Reporter Bob, I don't know. Gasconi is my name. Is I anyway because I'm so happy as a Barca fan for signing Rodri and Cancelo this season. I wish them all the best and injury-free season. Greetings to my mentor, Varas. I really like his analysis. Greetings to my dad, Mr. Steven Boete. He's rather than say, Menang. I really enjoy his sports show. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Need also to buy.